are you waiting for? Start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer. Brought to you by Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet the responsible way. Betway. Get way more.
The world is changing fast, and the leaders who thrive will shape what comes next. What matters now is the ability to think clearly, act with purpose, and lead in complexity. For more than 20 years, Ashesi University has shaped leaders who do exactly that, combining character with rigorous real-world problem-solving. Our MBA and Master's programs in Intelligent Computing Systems and Mechatronic Engineering are designed for professionals who want their work to matter and their leadership to last. Remember, graduate and undergraduate admissions are ongoing. Visit ashesi.edu.gh to learn more.
As part of Heritage Month 2026, we bring you the On-Air series, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity. In week 1, the sound of our identity. In week 2, our past, our power. In week 3, faces of the nation. In week 4, what we eat, who we are. The Heritage On-Air series 2026, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity will air every Monday to Thursday on 97.3 Citi FM at 9 a.m. and on Channel 1 TV at 10 a.m. The Heritage On-Air Series 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM and is brought to you by GCB Bank, GTP, Bethel Dental, and South African Airways.
Are you clapping? Are you giving God the glory? Hallelujah! Every day you wake up shouting, my business is not moving. Customers are not coming. But look, my brother, my sister, who are you deceiving? Have you smiled today? Do you have the confidence to smile? Your face alone is chasing people away. Yeah! We all know that the problem is not a spiritual problem. The problem is a dental problem. She was saying, use Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste to remove yellow. Somebody shout amen.
Craft your smile with Pepsodent Charcoal. It removes stains and whitens teeth. This advert is FDA approved.
Citi 97.3. Accra. Citi 97.3. More variety.
This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, ABSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work, it's having the right partner like ABSA. From funding to guidance, ABSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
Ghana is building. Ghana is moving. Ghana deserves the best.
And now, world-class vehicles are being assembled right here at home.
Welcome to Zonatech Ghana Limited, your one-stop automobile shop and proud operators of an impressive automobile assembly plant in Ghana. From heavy-duty trucks powered by global giant Sinotruk to premium SUVs and pickups, from Great Wall Motors and Cherry.
From dependable light-duty trucks by Forland to world-class construction equipment from Shantui and Sanibu.
Zondatech delivers topmost quality brands assembled in Ghana with affordable luxury you can trust.
Built to international standards, supporting Ghanaian jobs, driving Ghana's industrial future. Whether you are expanding your fleet, building infrastructure, growing your agribusiness, or upgrading your personal drive.
Choose strength. Choose quality. Choose locally assembled excellence. Zondatech Ghana Limited can be located at its headquarters in Tema. Call Zondatech Ghana Limited on 0501 772222 or 0501 773333.
Zondatech Ghana Limited, proudly assembled in Ghana, driven by excellence.
Oh, jump on now. Go, go. Google me. At what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind said, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside? I give you info. Make a feel the go be too small. The go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, Andrea, challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. Hey. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank.
Oh, okay.
And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I day aside, Fidelity.
You are listening to Citi 97.3 FM, the city's finest.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music. Talk. Inspiration. In perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Swallow me. God,
6:34 on the City Breakfast Show. Do not be afraid. Somebody said to me there are 365 instances in the Bible where you are asked fear not, or where you are told to fear not, which means for every day there's a fear not for you. And then another person says the word fear is an acronym: false evidence appearing to be real. So you feel the fear, but you do it anyway, which is why we are here, right? So the message for the morning is clear: action trumps fear. Action, coordinated, consistent action trumps fear. And that Business Sense segment was brought to you by ABSA. With ABSA Target Save, you can plan towards a specific goal, earn interest on your savings, and get insurance cover to help protect what you're working towards. Is it a wedding or that long-awaited vacation trip? Whatever the goal, ABSA will help you make it happen. Your story matters, ABSA. And we are going into the news review segment with Zonda Tech, building Ghana with our one-stop automobile shop and proud operators of an impressive automobile assembly plant right here in Ghana. Some of the brands include Sinotrack, Great Wall Motors, and Cherry. So whether you're looking for trucks, SUVs, or pickups, or light-duty vehicles by Forland, Zonda Tech is your number one shop. Our vehicles are built to international standards. We support Ghanaian jobs and drive Ghana's industrial future. And of course, the segment is also sponsored by Fidelity Bank. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy amazing benefits like lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, and personalized financial support. It's time to switch and smile with Fidelity Bank. How do you get in touch? 0800 003 355. You could also go online, fidelitybank.com.gh. It's an interactive show. I like to start with the message a friend of mine sent to me from East Legon Hills, and it's a really dire message. So I just felt like, let me do him some favor this morning. He said, Bernard, so I woke up to see the message, and this guy, he sent a message at 3:22 a.m. It means that things are not helping. Bro, I need your help. Our lights have been off since Sunday morning. No one is telling us anything, and we don't know when the power will be back on. I stay at East Legon Hills, Liverpool Street. Kindly get ECG to attend to our fault to us. Thank you. The heat is unbearable. Charlie, I have not been able to sleep in days.
Charlie.
Oh, bro. 3:22 a.m.
Is it? I mean, a lot of people are increasingly complaining about power outages.
Yeah.
Is there something going on that we don't know? I think it's just fair that the ECG should be telling us what exactly is going on.
You say it's a local fault. Local fault.
They're still doing doomsday.
You don't have the accoutrement to determine whether it is local or international. It's just, so you have to just escalate it. So I go over there. I'm forwarding the message to you. He will do something. He will call the people. He will do something.
Must happen. Something must happen.
So it says Liverpool Street. East Legon here. Send me the GPS address, so I'll send it to the ECG.
Liverpool Street.
I tell you, Liverpool. Charlie, when they want to raise the price of land,
then they give a foreign name.
They say that the name is Major. They say Major. So they say it's called East Legon Hills,
Liverpool Street.
Then you go and pay dollars.
Make a solution.
The problem is you yourself, your mind, because. If they say you are going to Major, it's the same thing they did to Temao. That community 26, the The place is what's the name of the place?
The woman mentioned something.
Some nice name, some proper name. They said no, they don't like. They want to give it.
I think we have to reinstate all of them.
Exactly. We have to rename all those locations.
I'm telling you.
Back to the roots.
So that the prices will come down.
Exactly.
And also to preserve our identity. Maybe when we are in March.
I met some guy yesterday and I was like, oh, he's in a building. I said, so how much is the house? When they mention the house, now, it's okay. He's like, it's okay.
I won't even be able to buy a washroom there.
I'm sorry. Please, I didn't ask that question.
There's a sponge from the answer.
Sky. $500,000. Wow. Ghana. The message 250, 300,000.
Why should me brief?
And you say this, so say dollars. Say why? That's a big man like you. Why are you talking serious? Hey. Bro, what are the people saying?
Slavery is a crime. President Mahama declares that UN tables motion for reparation. Voting is today. Pacom Emmanuel Damali is writing from New York. We'll bring you details. And controller partners banks to develop digital payment platform. Damang Mine Ministry commits to competitive bidding to select investor. And there are other stories here as well.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times. The big story talks about what you said about the president in the US. No excuse for slave trade. President Mahama tells you. And also the front page this morning, the Ministry for Lands is talking about opening the Damang mine to competitive bidding process.
Sure.
Also the front page this morning, big push project. Rose Minister dismisses claims of sole sourcing. And let's collectively tackle regional challenges. Ahmed Ibrahim, the Minister for Local Government.
Daily Guide doesn't have the president at the UN. It rather has Lincoln University's withdrawal of the honorary degree over LGBTQ bill. And then NDC reversing economic gains. This is the NPP. Majority-minority clash over sole source road contracts. And NPA extortion trial. 2 accused cut deal as OSP witnesses. Other stories are here.
Let me take you to the custodian. Minority blows alarm over 50 billion Ghana cedi big push contracts. Demand full details of contractors and unit cost per kilometer. As I told you, the Honorable Agboja has been making some comments dismissing those claims in part. Also, the front page this morning, Mahama visits Ewa Dako's Nobi Agriculture. And something else that says Baumia directs minority to engage more with stakeholders. This is according to Kojo Opon Nkrumah.
The Herald leads with Iyoko accused of abuse of power in $17 million gold scandal, and minority drags deputy chief of staff before OSP Shraj and CID Standogbe's photo is here. Controversy deepens over Bogoso Prestia mine takeover, youth group bears teeth, and then prosecution fumbles in Sami Jemfi's in-laws murder. Other stories are here.
The Chronicle says minority blows cover on Ho Airport deceit. Also on the front page, Damang Mine Minister promises competitive bidding process, and Soko project empowering women and youth. Ahmed Ibrahim is talking.
The news center this morning, rail project stall as only 73 million Ghana cedis allocated in 2 years. Government moves to protect their mine workforce, scrap security service recruitment charges. This is Senor Hosi. MTN to disburse 6.4 billion Ghana cedis in 2025 dividends, and public debt jumps to 11.9 billion from 49.4 billion in 2024 to 61.3 billion in 2025.
The Informer, Kolebu cracks over no bed syndrome, comes with a photograph of Dr. Yakubu Seidu Adam, who is the chief executive of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Also, the story about Lincoln University and the President Mahama, as well as LGBTQ matters on the front page. Also, TVET strikes over conditions of service. And some other stories on the front page this morning.
The Ghanaian Point, don't pay money for security service recruitment. This is national security warning the public. And government committed to protecting jobs at Damang Mine. Lands Minister CDS calls for renewed discipline to strengthen Ghana's armed forces. And big push, only 44% so sourced, over 400 contracts competitively awarded. This is the Rose Ministry.
Let me take you finally to the Economy Times. The big story, Cocoa Board shadow contracts inside the 32 billion Ghana cedi debt crisis, and the Olam PBC connection part 1. Also on the front page, Ghana's gold exports expand sharply. Import bill shrinks. This is according to the first 2 months of 2026 when compared with 2025. Also, they're talking about tomatoes. Burkina tomatoes. Industry leaders rally for national self-sufficiency.
I'll bring you about 5 headlines from citynewsroom.com. World Bank is committing $75 million to restore Ghana's cocoa farms. Did I hear hooray?
Hooray!
Kolebu crisis. GMA pushes for digitized bed management system. We'll tell you more about that shortly. Also, Mahama says US is normalizing the erasure of black history. And then he also says Africa's role in building Europe a new world overlooked. So Mahama really doing the work of God in the US this past few days. In other stories, we are working to clear £32 million debt to UK universities. This is the Deputy High Commissioner. So lots of students struggling in that country, Ghanaian students on scholarship.
That's my good friend. They are now working.
Charlie, you know,
they should pay the too.
I tell you. So it's something they are trying to solve this term. And then minorities petition OSP and Shrash to probe old BOG office renovation contract. Meanwhile, the Minister for Communication and Digital Innovations, Sam George, says SIM registration will come at no cost to taxpayers. Now, if I go to channel1news.com, there's a story I didn't want to read because it's worrying me. Fuel prices may hit 18 cedis per litre in April.
Jesus.
Kopek. This one we have to bind it and lose it.
In the name of Jesus.
Meanwhile, Akamva River backs calls to revive SADA. She's the Minister for Public Sector Reform. She was on CNN last night, and she says those who are calling for some revival of SADA have a point. A few more stories. Burkina Faso tomato variety can be grown in Ghana. This is peasant farmers. Peasant farmers. Meanwhile, Hefra is engaging Tamale Hospital over sanitation crisis amid strike. I'll give you two more local websites. My Joy Online, their lead story is US is normalizing the erasure of black history. Same as Citi headline. And then GMA is calling for National Emergency Command Center. Now, I want to give you another local one quickly. If you go to the High Street Journal, when valued collide with investment, the real cost of Lincoln University decision on Mahama, an interesting analysis. And then when money loses meaning, inflation and market forces are pushing Ghana's Peswa coins to the brink of obsolescence. No, let me say it properly. When money loses meaning, inflation and market forces are pushing Ghana's Peswa coins to the brink of obsolescence. Today I'll just do one international headline. I'm at Associated Press. You know, there are two big news agencies globally, AP and Reuters. And the headline is interesting. US offers plan for a ceasefire, but Iran's military says Washington is in no position to negotiate.
Yes, they can't dictate the terms.
And while that is going on, Russia launches 498 drones at Ukraine.
Hey, please, we beg.
In the large, you know, it's like when the cat is away, the mice will play. Because we are all looking at the Middle East, Russia is also doing this thing. So he has launched 948 drones at Ukraine in largest attack over 24-hour period. This is the BBC reporting. But Trump, he says he wants peace. Iran say make it come up for that. No, seriously, the man started, the one say want to stop. The one said no, we don't go stop now. No, it's worrying you. Oil prices too. But the good news is that because of what Trump has said, oil prices have started coming down. And gold prices are responding.
You read a lot of analysis and you get to understand that he's possibly manipulating the market.
Yeah, it'd be like if you wake up now.
All these things must have consequences. And some
we'll go to court.
and some betting related transactions have proven that
some of these people, when they do these things, they know what it will mean.
So insider trading information, all of those things are at play. And I hope that the institutions of state in the US and elsewhere will take these matters seriously. Let me take you to the president speaking in the US. So the Ghanaian Times has the story, no excuse for slave trade, President Mahama tells UN. Now, Julius Yaopetete reports that President John Dramani Mahama has stated that no amount of rationalization can justify the horrific transatlantic slave trade visited on the black race, stressing that it was designed to deny African people their humanity. I agree. Now, President Mahama made the remarks at a high-level event on reparatory justice at the United Nations headquarters in New York, the U.S. yesterday. Now, he said that the arguments, the social norms of today could not be used to judge the actions of the past were flawed. There's a quote here that says that people sometimes try to put a disclaimer on slavery by insisting that you cannot use the social norms of today to judge the actions and events that took place in the past. Well, such people are loud and wrong. Just because everybody is doing something does not make it right. Slavery is wrong now, and it was wrong then. President Mahama.
He also said that the U.S. is normalizing the erasure of black history, and I think it's a very important point he makes. President Mahama says since his return to power, U.S. President Trump has targeted U.S. cultural and historical institutions, from museums to monuments to national parks, to remove what he calls anti-American ideology. These policies are becoming a template for other governments as well as some private institutions, Mahama said, speaking at the event. And he says in the U.S., black history courses were being removed from school curricula. Institutions were being mandated to stop teaching the truth of slavery, segregation, and racism. And books addressing these subjects were increasingly banned. If we don't know where our history is, we have no future. So we have to take the study of history seriously and educate our black folk across the world.
In all these, the president is calling on world leaders of the African Union, in particular member states, to back the motion and bring justice to the enslaved Africans who suffered cruelty between the 14th and the 18th centuries. Voting will be done today. We'll be following that very keenly. Meanwhile,
let's come back home.
Yes, Daily Guide.
Okay, you can give me that angle.
Yeah, so Mahama loses Lincoln honorary degree over LGBTQ bill. The Lincoln University in the United States of America has pulled the plugs on the award of an honorary doctorate degree, honoris causa, to President John Dramani Mahama for his global leadership and service to reparative justice, citing LGBTQ concerns. That's just the story.
Right. Now,
to other things.
Let's talk about fuel prices. COPEC is saying that fuel prices may hit 18 cedis per litre in April. We are binding it and losing it.
Like
the Chamber of Consumer Petroleum Consumers is cautioning that fuel prices could surge to between 17 to 18 Ghana cedis per litre in the first pricing window of April, citing rising global uncertainties. The projected increase, according to COPEC, is being driven by escalating political tensions in the Middle East, which are disrupting supply chains. Well, what I've read today is that oil prices seem to be easing as the U.S. ramps up diplomatic push to end the war with Iran. So let me read the Bloomberg story. So COPEC, revise your notes. Oil fell as diplomatic push by the U.S. to try to end the war with Iran gathered pace, eclipsing news of more troops being sent to the region and the Strait of Hormuz remaining largely shut. Brent sank as much as 7% towards $97 a barrel before powering the drop.
Very high.
While, of course, but once it starts coming down, it's a trend, right? While West Texas Intermediate was near $89. The U.S. drafted a 15-point plan to help bring the conflict to a close, according to people familiar with the matter. The proposal was delivered to Iran via Pakistan. So he doesn't know the road to Iran. If you are from America to Iran, you pass through Pakistan.
Intermediaries.
If you like, go and give it to them yourself. Earlier, President Donald Trump's administration ordered the 82nd Airborne Division to deploy about 2,000 soldiers to the region. According to a person familiar with the matter, as the White House weighed options. So basically, you speak with a soft voice but hold a big stick.
The U.S. is misbehaving.
Pascal, wait, we know that. But what I'm saying is that this is significant.
No, that point has to be made.
Relax. I'm saying that the U.S. has sent a 15-point peace plan. But they've also deployed 2,000 soldiers to the region. So basically, you're saying these are the terms for peace. But we're also bringing people into the area. So what I'm talking about our oil. It looks like if the Iranians agree, the war could end. The Associated Press is reporting that Iran says U.S. is not in a position to negotiate, so they should get out. So it doesn't seem clear what is going to happen. So let's watch this space and see what that means for our oil prices. Let's move on.
Anyway, let me take you to minority raising concerns about the number of things. Yeah, so if you go to the Custodian newspaper, page 3 has a story. Minority blows alarm on big push contracts. Now, the story is by Paul Awuni, and it says the New Patriotic Party minority in Parliament has challenged government to publish full details of all road contracts under its flagship Big Push infrastructure program. Now, citing figures presented in the 2026 State of the Nation address, the group noted that the program is expected to cost taxpayers approximately some 50 billion Ghana cedis. Now, transparency, the minority pointed out, is essential to safeguarding public trust in the use of 50 billion Ghana cedis allocated to the project. Now, addressing a news conference in Parliament on Tuesday, March 24, 2026, on a series of issues on roads and the roads and transport sector, the minority caucus said full disclosure was necessary due to concerns emerging over the process used in awarding some initial 50 road projects. Now, we are told that those projects were awarded under sole sourcing, but the minister responsible for the sector addressed Parliament yesterday on the same matter and sort of poured cold water on some of these claims that were made. Now, you go to page 4 of the Ghanaian Times, the story is there by Benjamin Acton Tete, and it says the Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwame Governs Abuja, has dismissed claims that the government's Big Push infrastructure program is driven by sole sourcing, describing the allegations as misleading and inconsistent with the facts presented to Parliament. In updating the House in Accra, he stated that all contracts under the program were awarded in strict compliance with the Public Procurement Act and its regulations, stressing that the procurement processes remain transparent with details publicly accessible on the ministry's website. Mr. Agboja explained that contrary to claims of widespread sole sourcing, only 44% of the major contracts, including those under the Big Push program, were awarded through sole sourcing, while more than 400 contracts have been procured through open competitive tendering.
Thank you. Yes. Now, let me take you to the back page of Daily Graphic. Ministry steps up efforts to tackle flooding and housing deficits. So the Minister of Works and Housing and Water Resources, Kenneth Gilbert J, has assured Parliament of the government's efforts to double down on various interventions to tackle perennial flooding and water shortages ahead of this year's rainy season. He also expressed the commitment of the government to solve the housing deficit and the impact of coastal erosion on vulnerable communities. He touched on the Saglemi housing project too, where he said that he informed the committee that the government had secured a transaction agreement with a strategic investor to restart the project. He disclosed that about $200 million had already been invested in the project. He talked about water supply too. In relation to that and its acute shortages, the minister admitted that there were currently unresolved challenges affecting water supply in parts of the country, particularly issues relating to high turbidity levels of water resources.
Let's go to Kolebu.
Kolebu Teaching Hospital. We are told the hospital is cracking over no-bed syndrome. The story is in Informer. You find that on page 3. Sharp disagreements have emerged between the management of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital and the emergency medicine residents over the true state of conditions at the facility's emergency department. Now, the hospital earlier dismissed claims of persistent no-bed syndrome, describing such reports as misleading and insisting that no patient in need of urgent care is turned away due to lack of space. Management explained that the bed capacity is actively managed through coordinated admissions, discharges, and referrals, with emergency cases prioritized at all times. This was in reaction to the video that we were talking
Meanwhile,
about.
the GMA is calling for an immediate introduction of a digitized in-hospital bed management system to address the congestion at the Accident and Emergency Center of Kolebu, following the footage showing patients receiving care on chairs and on the floor. In a statement yesterday, the association said the incident reflects a broader systemic challenge across health facilities, and they are arguing that a digital bed management system coupled with a clear surge response plan would help hospitals better. They are engaging the ministry to see if they can implement this.
Okay, let me take it. Okay, you have something.
Yes, on rail, the minority is saying that rail projects have stalled as only 73 million Ghana cedis has been allocated in the last 2 years. So the minority caucus in Parliament has raised alarms over what it describes as the government's deliberate neglect of Ghana's rail sector, citing a meager 73 million Ghana cedi budgetary allocation for 2026 as evidence of declining commitment to railway development. According to the minority, no budgetary provision was made for the sector in 2025, and the current allocation falls far short of what is required to sustain and complete ongoing and near finished projects across the country. This should come under the purview of the Transport Ministry, right?
Instead of revamping automotive in the engine.
Yeah, the railway is serious. 73 million.
Locomotive in the engine.
Stay in mining. Give me your mining story.
The story is on page 2 of the Ghanaian Times. Damang Mine lands ministry to open competitive bidding process. Now, the story says the government is taking steps to secure a credible investor and operator through a competitive bidding process for the Damang Mine. Now, the move is aimed at ensuring the continuity of operations at the mine after its lease expires on the 18th of April 2026. Now, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa, who disclosed this in a statement issued by the ministry in Accra yesterday and copy to the Ghanaian Times, said that the mining lease held by Aboso Goldfields Limited, a subsidiary of Goldfields Ghana Limited, expires on April 18, 2026 after 1 year expansion. But I mean, what appears to be the case is that although the minister is saying that there will be competitive bidding, de facto, it does seem as though
The process was started to give it to
the president's brother.
Yeah.
The president's brother who provides a vehicle, aeroplane that the president uses consistently. So there are a number of issues there that we have to look at closely.
Thank you, Sky. That was the newspaper review. Coming up next is the Citi Business News with Nila Tilati.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Nila Tilati is joining us with the Citi Business News. Good morning, Ni.
Good morning, Bernard. Welcome to the breakfast edition of Citi Business News on 97.3 Citi FM, relevant radio always. The bulletin is proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and Valex. Coming up, government finalizes legal framework for SIM registration exercise to commence in the third quarter of 2026. Also, fragmentation threatens Africa's financial growth. That's the Bank of Ghana governor calling for integration and fintech collaboration. Plus, OMC is advised to balance price cuts with staying afloat as fuel price war intensifies on the retail market. It's midweek. Many thanks indeed for joining us. I am Ni Latte. Details of our stories now. Government has announced that the next phase of the SIM card registration exercise will commence in the third quarter of 2026. Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Sam Nate George, disclosed that a draft legislative instrument to govern the exercise has been completed to support digital financial services, including improved credit assessment within the fintech space. The minister made this known during an interview on Channel 1 TV's face-to-face program.
Whilst we wait for the LI to mature, we're now getting the NCA, a technical partner, to support it and the MNOs to do this whole process of integration.
But the draft LI is ready.
It's been ready since December.
But it's not been laid yet.
No, because we wanted all of our stakeholders to make their inputs.
Okay.
And so, and that's why you realize that, Umaru, and I keep saying, I said this somewhere else, I think, earlier today. I said, if you looked at the 2021 to 2023 process, the Chamber of Telecoms kept raising and sounding caution and raising issues. If you look at the processes over the past 2 weeks, the Chamber of Telecoms has been out there supporting the ministry's position and saying to everybody, we need to do this. It should tell you that something has changed.
Question, so you don't control Parliament. You don't know when they will admit this LI before, because it has to be laid before it goes. That's a speaker and all of the people doing their thing. Do you have a projection as to what month registration can properly start?
I'm confident that in the third quarter of this year. So any time between July, August, and September, we would definitely be in a good position to roll out.
Sam Nate George is Minister responsible for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, speaking to Omar Sanda Amadou on face-to-face on Channel 1 television. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, has warned that Africa risks fragmented financial sector growth if countries fail to integrate their systems. Dr. Isiama stressed that the continent's long-term financial development will depend on effectively aligning investment and regulation across borders. He made the remarks at the official launch of the 3i Africa Summit 2026 in Accra, where he highlighted the urgent need for stronger coordination within Africa's fintech ecosystem.
But the next frontier is not just more innovation in silos. It is the integration of systems, markets, rules, and opportunities across the continent. It is about ensuring that progress in one market can connect meaningfully with progress in another, and that Africa's financial evolution is not pursued in fragments. Africa does not need isolated islands of excellence. It needs connected ecosystems. It needs payment systems that are interoperable, digital infrastructure that can be trusted, and regulatory approaches that are coherent and enabling. All these can be achieved when institutions collaborate in pursuit of outcomes that are greater than any single actor can achieve alone. It also requires sustained engagement between the public and private sectors and a shared recognition that scale, trust, and resilience must be built deliberately.
Dr. Johnson Isiama is Governor, Bank of Ghana. We stay a while longer with the central bank because its decision to cut its benchmark policy rate to 14% was not unanimous, with members of the Monetary Policy Committee divided between supporting a cautious easing cycle and holding rates steady amid rising geopolitical risk. Now, the March 2026 decision by the Bank of Ghana's MPC was reached by a clear majority, with 5 of the 6 members voting to cut the policy rate by 150 basis points to 14%, while 1 member opted to maintain it at 15.5%. The majority cited a sharp decline in inflation, improved macroeconomic conditions, and strong external buffers as justification for a measured easing of monetary policy. However, the lone dissenting member warned that rising crude oil prices and geopolitical tensions pose risk that could reverse the disinflation trend. The member cautioned that premature easing could destabilize inflation expectations and erode recent gains. No member, however, voted for a rate increase, reflecting broad agreement that inflationary pressures have eased. Away from that, and the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, that's COPEC, is advising oil marketing companies to strike a balance between competitive pricing and operational sustainability amid an intensifying price war in the downstream petroleum sector. The advice comes as competition intensifies in the sector during the second pricing window of March. More in the following report by Daniel Sakiti.
The second day of the week opened with market leader Star Oil reducing palm prices in what appears to be a counter move to GOIL, which adjusted its prices over the weekend. Star Oil's latest revision restores its position as the lowest price among the top 2 OMCs, with petrol selling at 12 cedis 23 pesos per litre and diesel at 15 cedis 57 pesos per litre. The adjustment marks at least the 4th price cut by Star Oil since the start of the current pricing window, with several OMCs also revising prices amid heightened competition and ongoing volatility in global oil markets. COPEC maintains that while the price war is providing short-term relief to consumers, operators must prioritize sustainability. Executive Secretary Duncan Amwa has been speaking to Citi Business News.
We would caution the various OMCs to be sure that whatever numbers that they deliver at the pumps are numbers that they can defend before their suppliers, before their shareholders or stakeholders. If you are just going to throw in a price and take the applause only to collapse a day or 2 later, it probably is not worth it. I do think that for most of these companies that you see being fierce at this point, they have worked their numbers. They are companies that have sustained themselves over the years. So you get the indication that they know what they are about. I do want to believe that others may not be in a hurry or a frenzy to join because clearly they would want to be able to protect their returns or investments or margins.
Executive Secretary of COPEC, Duncan Amwa, ending that report by Citi Business News' Daniel Sakiti. MTN Ghana will pay 6.4 billion Ghana cedis in dividends to shareholders for the 2025 financial year following an increase in earnings. The dividend of 48 Ghana pesos per share, up 57.4% from the previous year, will be paid in 2 tranches, 40 pesos in April 2026 and 8 pesos in September. The total payout represents 81% of profits after tax. There's more in the following report.
This follows growth in the telecommunications company's operations over the period. Service revenue rose by 36.1%, driven by data, mobile money, digital services, and voice. Speaking on the sidelines of the 2026 annual general meeting in Accra, board chairman of MTN Ghana, Dr. Ishmael Yamson, expressed optimism about the outlook for the year 2026, despite risks from geopolitical tensions in the Middle East.
Higher dividend, that's the typical for any shareholder, better value for the investment they have made. So that we must grant them. But then that means that the company must deliver. And that's why I'm saying we should never assume that because there's a crisis, we cannot outperform our performance this year.
For his part, Chief Executive Officer of MTN Ghana, Stephen Blowert, hinted at the deployment of digital tools to ensure a smooth implementation of the SIM re-registration exercise.
We're supportive of industry of that, and the way we execute is going to be important. It's not going to be something that everyone's SIM registering in one day, because that would be chaotic for our country. So his view is the same, that we have to plan it properly, even use digital means to book appointments and things like that. So I think all of those things will make sure it's done properly. And ultimately it's for the security of our country, because you want to make sure that the fingerprint and the face match, and it's also for the security of each individual subscriber.
Stephen Blowett is CEO of MTN Ghana, ending Emmanuel Opon's report. On the forex market this morning, the dollar is trading at 11 cedis 80 pesos, the British pound at 15 cedis 70 pesos. That of the euro could be sold to you at 13 cedis 75 pesos. These average rates from forex bureaus and not the interbank rates published by the Bank of Ghana. And that's it for the breakfast edition of City Business News. We have more stories available on our website, citynewsroom.com/business. I am Ni Latte Latte. Do have a good business day.
Can you hear it? The freedom in our songs, the sound of liberty that rings from Kaswa to Karaga, from Tamale to Takoradi. It's in the pestles that pound from coast to coast. It's in the busy offices, the crowded streets, and the noisy schools. It's in the wisdom of our elders and in the laughter of our children. It's in seeing how far we've come and looking at how much we can grow. It's in knowing that still, Ghana go be. Happy 69th Independence Day. MTN.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
Help me make I know they talk much. I wanna be concise. You want to accommodate. Come make I be your bike. Work you from 9 to 5. You go like my hand design. I'm scanning the whole area. The gold down tonight. On my mind. Bring all the joy on the side. You do me gonna. I know fit to offer your body.
Caleb couldn't hear Ni Latte just gone by with the breakfast edition of the City Business News that was brought to you by MTN. Imagine walking into a home where nobody ever posts what they are doing online. The girls are streaming the latest Netflix series. Special playlist is rolling daddies on his usual teams video calls. Uploads are uploading, downloads are downloading, and not a single person is saying my data is finished. That's the power MTN Fiber gives you. Unlimited internet, endless streaming, endless connection, endless everything for your home. So now you get to enjoy a special range of unlimited fiber internet packages, whether you are are new or existing customer. Log on to the My MTN app now and tap broadband or dial star 5057 hash to get your preferred unlimited MTN fiber package. MTN everywhere you go. Now it's time for Isaac Gabriel Affair to serve you kickoff. Today his panel is not shining. Our kickoff is brought to you by Polytank. Have you gotten your Polytank Sumo Super yet? If not, this is your month to save. Get 10% off the premium multiple layer Sumo Super Tank from now till the end of Ghana month nationwide. Yes, let's celebrate our heritage together. Built with advanced multi-layer technology and reinforced for superior durability, Sumo Super is designed to last, giving you peace of mind for your home, project or business. So don't miss this limited time offer. Visit any Polytank outlet today. Ask for Sumo Super and save over 1,000 Ghana cedis. Polytank is the original. It's always the best. We do not request for Momo payments online. And before Gabi comes, listen. If you're tired of the Accra hustle and traffic, take a quick escape to the cool, peaceful mountains of Ebri at Biposo Wellness Resort. Whether it's for business, a weekend break, or pure relaxation, Biposo gives you calm, comfort, and fresh mountain air. Perfect place to rest and reset. It's only 30 minutes drive from Accra. Visit once and you will never want to leave. 0200 55 7699. BiposoResort.com is where to book today. Biposo Wellness Resort, peace lives here. And your business deserves every chance to grow, and Zenith Bank is here to make it happen. Open a Zenith SME account today and unlock powerful solutions designed to fuel business growth. Also enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME business card, as designed to help you manage your business spend and make secure payments for goods and services. So many options and so many benefits are available. So give your business the boost it deserves. Open a Zenith SME business account today. Sign up for a Zenith SME business card. 24/7 access to funds, access to Visa practical business skills training, free marketing, and free customized digital SME trainings. For more information, zenithbank.com.gh. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Gabriel of Nkutona Sound.
Say one more, maybe.
No, you have to stock. You have to stock up. Now, panel, it has to shine.
Alright, it's Wednesday, March 25, 2026. Welcome aboard to Kickoff right here on 97.3. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
And Liverpool's counter-attack has red shirts flooding forward. And it's Salah goal! Oh, beautiful finish!
Alright, so it's an era for Mohamed Salah. He will leave Liverpool this summer as one of the greatest players to ever represent the club, and also to grace the English Premier League. More coming up, plus to get some updates from the camp of the Black Stars ahead of Friday's clash against Austria in Vienna. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytank Ghana. I'm Gabriel. Let's get straight into the details and starting off from Vienna, because Thomas Partey runs for the Yeboah Königsdorfer, Kojo upon Preprat, and Alexander Jiku all train with the Black Stars on Tuesday as preparations intensify ahead of Friday's international friendly against Austria. The quartet, who recently joined the camp, took part in the afternoon training sessions that the team continued to build up to the match. My colleague Bernard Abeku has more details.
The Black Stars have been forced into a late squad adjustment ahead of their international friendlies in Europe. The Ghana Football Association has confirmed the inclusion of Ransford Yeboah Königsdorfer following the withdrawal of Inaki Williams and Brendan Thomas Asante due to injury. Both forwards sustained knocks during recent club engagements, ruling them out of the trip to Vienna. Königsdorfer, who plays for Hamburger SV, now steps into the squad with an opportunity to impress the technical team. Communications Director of the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asante-Chum, indicates that Königsdorfer brings different varieties of skill set to the team.
Yes, Ransford has come in for Brandon Thomas Asante and then Iñaki Williams. The coaches decided not to bring in a second player because of the closeness to the first match against Austria on Friday. We'll have only tomorrow to train. Thursday's training is not an extensive training. It's not a training of higher intensity, so he didn't want to bring in a second player. So that is the situation we find ourselves.
The late call-ups comes at a crucial time as the Black Stars intensify preparations for the high-profile friendlies against Austria and Germany. The matches form part of Ghana's broader build-up to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The technical team keen on assessing squad depth and attacking options. Former Black Stars player who doubles as the international relations manager of Aduana Stars, Emmanuel Ajimambedu, believes even though the calls for local players is good, he would not love to rush his players.
But if we are coming to a real, direct, principle analysis about the game, I think we need a transition from the U20, U23 local blasters so that they can learn and have the experience. Rushing them up there normally doesn't do well for most of the guys, and it will be a disaster if you go there and you couldn't do well.
Football analyst Christopher Nimley has raised questions about the senior national team selection process, voicing criticism over the timing and decision behind the latest Black Stars call-up.
What are these people thinking about? Otoado and his technical team, what are they actually thinking about to be calling such players into the national team? Look, you see this FIFA ball, the Nations FC player.
Razak Simpson.
He has been with the team. He has been at least an integral member of this team.
I was surprised with that decision because for continuity's sake, I thought you should have been the one there.
He has been in the team.
All right, so that's Coach Christopher Nimley, and in that report put together by my colleague Bernard Abeg, who also on the Black Stars. So all 25 players were involved in Tuesday's session, each looking to impress the head coach Otoado and stake a claim in the place for in the squad. The team will continue training through to today and Thursday as they fine-tune preparations for the game scheduled for Friday, March 27, 2026. Well, we're still with the Black Stars, this time to Ghana's next opponent in the friendlies, and that's Germany. And they'll face Switzerland also on Friday before taking on the Black Stars of Ghana on Monday, March 30. Leroy Sané is part of the 25-man squad named by head coach Julien Nagelsmann, and he has been speaking ahead of the upcoming test against the Swiss and the Black Stars.
Good, really good. Looking forward to those two friendly games, to get like the final touches in. It's the last time until we actually really met for, the World Cup. So, we want to train good, obviously. Win both games and then make a step forward also to improve more. And, we're all excited.
All right, so that's Germany forward, Leroy Sané speaking there. Well, away from the national team now, Minister for Youth and Development, Jojo Parado, has revealed that the completion of the 10 youth resource centers across the country will be delayed due to lack of funding. Now, this comes despite his earlier commitment to complete the project. Appearing before Parliament's Assurance Committee on Tuesday, March 24, the minister explained that the National Youth Authority has not received the necessary funds to continue work on the facilities.
The 5% did not come in. We got less than 1%, 0 point something. And if you understand the NYA, is their only source of funding is the District Assembly's Common Fund. And so if that funds does not come in, they are not able to operate. All these programs, and when I came before Parliament, we made the promise based on the assumption that releases were going to be made through the District Assembly's Common Fund. We didn't get it. That is how come we had to even petition the Attorney General to intervene so that at least these releases are done so that they're able to complete this project. Unfortunately, they got less than 1% of what was due them, and it's become a challenge. And this year, if I sit before this committee and tell you that we're able to complete those projects, all these projects are tied to the DSTF. This year, no allocation has been made based on a formula that has been approved. It will become extremely difficult.
All right, so that's Jojo Parado, who is the Minister for Youth and Development, speaking there. Well, in women's football, head coach for Ghana's Black Maidens, Joe Nana Adakwa, and says his side is mentally prepared as they return to action after serving a 2-year suspension
And the team was sanctioned by CAF back in 2022 for breaching age eligibility regulations, resulting in a ban from 2 editions of the Under-17 Women's African Cup of Nations. But ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers, Andakwa says the focus is firmly on the future, stressing that players have to put the setback behind them and are ready to compete.
This team that I'm using now went to Malta for about 4 nation tournaments, and we beat all the teams that came to that tournament. So psychologically, they are up there. Although we've been out for a long, but qualifying to the World Cup is everybody's dream. So I think for that tournament itself, they know what is ahead, and they know what, when they went to World Cup, what they will get as a player. So already they know what is ahead of them. It's good. We don't have any issues concerning psychological issues.
All right, so that's Black Maidens head coach Jonan Adakwa speaking to Citi Sports. Well, taking to Europe, and Mohamed Salah has announced he will leave Liverpool at the end of the season, thanking the club for the best time of his life. Now, Liverpool say an agreement has been reached with the legendary forward to end his remarkable 9-year stay at Anfield after this season, and when he will become a free agent. Salah's contract, which he signed only last April, will be cut short by a year after a difficult season for the 33-year-old, which has seen him dropped and publicly fall out with head coach Arne Slot. But yes, Sky Sports' chief correspondent Kavi Solikon, why the Egyptian has finally decided to leave the club.
Look, I think the news has come as a surprise, but it's not that much of a surprise. We've known for a long time that Mohamed Salah was likely to leave Liverpool. There have been disagreements about his contract. His contract was going to run out last summer. Then last April, he signed a new deal, which meant that he was going to stay at the club until the summer of 2027. But he also had a big difference of opinion with Arne Slot back in December. We all remember those comments he made after a draw at Leeds, where he was an unused substitute. He said that he felt he was being made a scapegoat for the team's bad form. He felt that he was being thrown under the bus. He said that somebody at the club wants me out. So it's not that much of a surprise. The timing of it is a little bit of a surprise because perhaps it would have made more sense to wait until the summer. But I think Liverpool have made clear in their statement that it's Mo Salah's decision. He wanted to be transparent and as honest as possible with the fans, and he wanted this news to be out there.
All right, so that's Sky Sports' chief correspondent Kavi Solikov speaking there. Well, let's get to Arsenal's camp, and Eberechi Eze is set to miss a crucial spell of Arsenal's season amid concerns. He will miss about a month through injury. Now, Eze suffered a calf injury in last week's win over Bayer Leverkusen, which caused him to miss Sunday's Carabao Cup loss to Manchester City and withdraw from the latest England squad. Sources have indicated initial fears are that the attacking midfielder could miss between 4 to 6 weeks. Now, before I leave, Yannick Sinner extended his remarkable run with a 7-5-7-6 win over Alex Michelsen at the Miami Open. The Italian world number 2 claimed his 25th and 26th consecutive set wins at the ATP Masters 1000 event during his win over Corentin Moutet on Monday, setting a new record. So big one for Italy's Yannick Sinner. Well, that's the very latest in the world of sport. For more, you can head to citisportsonline.com and on X at Citi Sports JJ. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytangana. But we're back later at 5 p.m. with Sports Flash. I'm Gabriel Fair. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care of yourself and bye-bye.
From now to the end of Ghana month, Polytank is celebrating with you. We are giving you over 1,000 Ghana cedis for free on our premium Sumo Super range of water tank in celebration of Ghana. Sumo Super is designed to last, giving you peace of mind for your home, project, or business. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit any Polytank outlet today. Ask for Sumo Super and save over 1,000 Ghana cedis. Polytank, the original, always the best. Panono Ankasa. Beware, Polytank does not request for Momo online.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Why, baby? Hey!
Me say enra me boyfriend akwesi obo star 959 hash e woni phone so na we really
Anita ade what doggy parko
oh won so akwesi asanso aba number 1 ye mo adwen nya ho ene de wo so ye me show papa bi na me de to sa me short sexy dress no na me sesa me ti na me ye me nails no so come on me fa uba make I do some small 1-2 rounds bi ansa me dru ni ho na we tria na so he for order so Chinese any wine papa bi and they mean this check no
Anita
na sa ni mia when you hear TV bi no also say sound no to prepared na me chilly esimu I no go fit sweat like that see fine girl
Anita
Jesus
baby I will do no gina wa Mr. Remember dial star 959 hash oh iPhone na pack to ma on no one can say sika so what
Sister, next time cut it call what? Dial star 959 hash and I call 590mobile.com.gh. Not to be 590 mobile. Head down some.
Introducing Yomi Pina Colada and Peach, our newest addition to the Yomi family. Life is full of choices, so here are more Yomi flavors to spoil you for choice. Go on, choose great taste, choose nourishment, choose the new Yomi Yogurt Pina Colada and Peach. And always remember that the choices we make today shape our tomorrow. Yomi, a nourishing choice. Yomi Yogurt Pina Colada and Peach. More quality products from Amigo Ghana Limited. This advert is FDA approved.
What are you paying for? A delicious meal at the restaurant? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. Buying fuel for your car? Do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. Shopping online or at the mall? When you need to pay, do it with SG Ghana Visa Card. With a large network of merchants and payment points, the SG Ghana Visa Card is your secure and convenient way to get things done in Ghana. You can also use the SG Ghana Visa Card for secure online purchases. Make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa Card today. To find out more, call 0302-214-314. That's 0302-214-314.
Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
Looking for engineering excellence you can trust?
Welcome to Left Signature Limited, driving progress through technology and engineering excellence.
From expert electrical engineering, design, installation, power systems, renewable energy, automation and control,
to reliable data center and money services, power infrastructure, network connectivity, server virtualization, cloud integration and data security,
and cutting-edge software development, custom business applications, web and mobile apps, cloud and DevOps solutions.
Integrity, safety, accountability, teamwork. That's the Left Signature promise.
Ready to power your success?
Choose Left Signature Limited. Visit www.leftsignature.com.
Call +233 256 111 743.
Left Signature Limited. Engineering excellence for a connected future.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spot in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
This is not just talk. This is scrutiny. Policies dissected, promises questioned, solutions demanded. Urban challenges, national priorities, real questions that move Ghana forward. Trusted by the public, respected by decision makers. The Citi Breakfast Show, Ghana's biggest morning show, because development starts with truth. The Citi Breakfast Show on 97.3 Citi FM.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Obinya wayo, Obini this is in the woody. I'll be Yawayate. Obini this is in the woody.
The City Breakfast Show.
City 97.3. What's a minute to then? At two minute level coaching. Now we're in for one listen. Money no so anchor then. Into the Jawa Buko. Roman father so I then. I will buy some pedal. One woman is so anchor then. One brother my head in the bed. More the prison so I then. Nakada shame you palia, and you win me ayo. Baby, baby, say baby, ne do tilta. Nada when I'm here so. Free so be now, I say. Baby, ne do so sinudi. Po. Until what they to done, what be no need on the inside. Obisu want to muado. See they be ala order and I'm here safe. It's a one power, Dina, you, mother much so I had then. Susinudipo, Obinawayo, Obinade Susinudipo, Shobinawayo, Obinade Susinudi, Obinawayate, Obinade Susinudi, Abelipo. Kade tilapia say eagle jamon ya we young with their sub and swimming. I will see your best to move on to the next. Will pass, forget or till then you happy yourself. Yeah, you meet a making money, building mansions. You meet a getting married. Oh, you true. We meet TV, about them could be we women. We are being buried. You pay the service, you cost 37 since you be some watchery. And they can't forget a photo Sunday. You can you do your best to Susuka and quite be better since you got out.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of darkness and me with her. Now cause I'm foolish and shamo I say musu yewa. No mama sem ni na short to one side. Because somebody in a sort of ayo. Since I do woman no be a shock. We get a fire every day can't quench you. No much a fancy no so. As I'm a meka and thank God, oh nyami baby ah. We change the level. What's the salable? Ah nyami baby ah. We change the level. You may be a fipa and I'm a guy. I'm one pempo, they ain't faded. I'm one pempo, they ain't faded. I'm on a dogo, be more, be more, for that's one that's guy a fima. Call I'm one pempo, they ain't faded. Call I'm more. Shayanda, Elanada, Yesusuda, love what you're running in now, Bronco, I am in Daddy. Since I the one woman of your shock, we keep the fire every day, can't quench you. One wash a fancy no sawdust, as I'm a mecca and thank God, oh, yummy baby.
Oh, yeah, we're change 11, only move. Alright, and yes, it's moving at Life Source International School. We're changing girls into leaders, we are transforming them, raising them, developing industry creators, not just job seekers. Now, Life Source International School is a unique all-girl international school focused on STEM and entrepreneurship education, and our teachers are highly trained to meet the needs of all students. Checkpoint JHS 1 through A levels are encouraged to apply for this one-of-a-kind opportunity in Ghana. We provide hands-on STEM learning, entrepreneurial career path, and 7 habits of a leader. Girls develop confidence, discipline, and critical thinking skills. We prepare them for life, not just exams. We have found at a Pump Junction, we have boarding facilities, we have safe learning environment, affordable tuition, scholarship opportunities for 2025-2026 are available. 055 955 6663. No, 055 955 2263. That's the number to call, and our website is livesourceghana.org. So give your daughter an education that builds leaders. Enroll today in Life Source International School. Your car takes care of you every day. Now it's time to do same. Protect your car with a comprehensive motor insurance policy with SG Ghana Sound Drive and get free fuel coupons as reward. You can also get exciting branded souvenirs when you buy or renew your third-party policy or our new Smart Drive policy. It's a third-party policy with an extra layer of protection and benefits. We're doing this till the end of this month, so let's help you take care of your car so that every drive feels more secure. 0302-214-314. Call this number for more information or visit the nearest SG Ghana branch to buy or renew your motor insurance policy today. We are underwritten by Sanlam Alliance General, Societe General Ghana. The future is you. At any point, you can be a part of our show. We invite you to be a part of our conversations. 0549-986-996, 0549-986-996. Now, if you're a parent or a brilliant high school student seeking to pursue your bachelor's degree in a Canadian top-ranked research university located in Toronto, York University, in partnership with Best Education Services, invites high school students and parents to seize the opportunity and attend the York University admissions interview on Friday, the 27th of March from 2 to 4 p.m. The York undergraduate admission team that will be present includes the Deputy Provost, International Student Advisor, Immigration Specialist, and the Regional Recruitment Manager. So take all your high school students there, parents be there as well. Students with offers seeking advice and counsel on visa lodgements are also going to be taken care of. If you're a WASI holder or you sat for the WASI exams, you're welcome. Application fee waiver would be granted to qualified students. Don't forget the date is the 27th of March from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Best Education Services office located at Atomic Junction behind the Atlantic Mall. Call 025-629-9707 to RSVP.
Yenny in here for stop one proud for the Henry Lucy, but you lose no way swag. Yenny Ishala for no living legends.
Living legends for yeah, on God. I love it. Growth is not just about becoming bigger, it's about becoming better. At First Atlantic Bank, integrity has always guided us on our customers, and our customers always come first. We stay agile in a changing world, resilient in every challenge, and committed to excellence in everything we do. Today, that commitment takes a bold new form. First Atlantic Bank is now a PLC. We are listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Becoming a PLC strengthens our accountability, it deepens our credibility, and positions us to serve families, businesses, and communities even better. First Atlantic Bank, now First Atlantic Bank PLC is more than a status. It's a promise to lead with eye care, integrity, customer-centric, agility, resilience, and excellence. First Atlantic Bank PLC, refreshingly different. Please extend a heartfelt birthday wish to Kukua Batel's Kojo. Okay, may God bless you with many years, many more years of happiness, success, and plenty money. And this is coming from Ben on behalf of the EMDP cohorts too. Good morning. Kindly celebrate these personalities for us. Happy birthday to Superintendent of Police Nathan Apreku Yabua of Dodowa. He's the Dodowa District Commander. And this is coming from his wife Ma Very, the children Gilbert, Pearl, Rodelyn, as well as the entire family. Wafa Police. The Lord bless you and enlarge your territories. Now, when your wife refers to you as Wafa Police, it means you are correct policeman. Belated happy birthday to Jalen Kwabna Otu Ado. Yeah, Jalen. Holy Kids International School, Hashem and Ajay Kojo. This is coming from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Otu Ado, your sisters Jemula, Kendra, as well as the entire family. Grow in the wisdom of God. We are thrilled to invite you to the grand opening of the newest Max Buy showroom. Join us, shop from world-class brands like Samsung, LG, Benetton, Apple, Tecno, Itel, Philips, and Infinix. We have other brands here as well. So pay later or with ready cash, flexible payment terms you deserve. Date is the 27th of March, 10 a.m. prompt at Chimota Retail Center. We offer for opening day 50% interest discount on our buy now pay later policy, exclusive flash sales, limited time offers on selected products. Spin the wheel to win amazing gifts for every purchase you make, and treasure hunt for a surprise home appliance. 27th March marks our first Fala Friday of the year. It's Max Buy Day and BBI Fala. Get up to 50% discount on all products. And Fala Friday in all Max Buy shops nationwide. At Max Buy, we believe quality should always meet affordability. For directions to shop, call 055-019-552. Come and experience retail at the Max Buy way. You know, Bernard, on some of these discounts and all, I went to a shop, they were doing some discount. When I saw that I didn't believe it, so I didn't buy. Later, when the price shot up, I said, true.
Take your time. So, apparently, the discount was true.
Yeah, it was true. It was true.
And you thought it was false.
No. I bought something else, but the other thing I wanted, it was too good to be true, so I didn't buy it. Now I'm regretting it.
You know what I'm saying? Let me do this one quick. Happy birthday to our amazing big brother and father figure, Frank AJ Setra. You did that?
No, not yet.
You've been more than just a brother. You've been our guide, our protector, and our role model. Your strength, wisdom, and sacrifices have shaped our lives, and we're truly grateful for your unconditional love and support. From your brothers, Emmanuel Setre, Siedu, CEO of Virtual Infosec, and Benny Osafo Setre. And then I think another one came through. I'm pretty sure you mentioned this, but just to be sure that I have done it, Charles Dakwa.
Yeah, I haven't been on the platform yet.
Okay, so happy special birthday to Mrs. Selina Apia Kwating of Standard Chartered Bank Priority Banking. Myself and the children ask God to bless you greatly for your wife, for the wife and mother you are to us. We love you so much. From Nana, Mami, Kobe, and Charles. So this is to Mrs. Selina Apia Kwating of Standard Chartered Bank Priority Banking, and this is from Nana, Mami, Kobe, and Charles, wishing you a special happy birthday. Now, if your gadgets are giving you problems, so your computer, laptops, or other things, electronic gadgets, particularly tech gadgets, Tech Therapy Limited is really the new place to send these things for smart device repair. Maybe your screen is misbehaving, your Wi-Fi system is not working, or there's whatever. You can get to them at East Legon near the ANC Mall. They are at 24 Garden Road. You may also call them on 0505-789-096, or you can follow them on social media at Tech Therapy GH. Their website is also techtherapy.africa. So that's TECHTHERAPY. So if your device is giving you a headache, send the device to Tech Therapy and they will sort you out.
Nice one.
Bigly. And also, Republic Bank has a number of offerings. Let me give you about 3 of them. So Republic Bank mortgages are there to help you climb the property ladder, right? So if you want to get your own house or you want a mortgage for a shop or whatever, you need to speak to them. Then they have generally what we call the SME and corporate banking options. So if you're an SME or you are a large to medium-sized company, they have some banking products for you. And then you can also do your investment and trust management with them to build your wealth. And of course, they have a number of Visa and debit cards available. Talk to them on phone 0800-414-414. That's the free toll number. You can also WhatsApp them. So you can write this number 0546-414-414. And this is Republic Bank. Do more, shine more. Big up.
Yeah, man.
Big up. Now, a couple of things. The ORC, this is the Office of Registrar of Companies. You know, they've now different from Registrar General.
Yeah.
Sky will explain that difference to me. So apparently, the Registrar General's department does one half of the job. Sky, what's the difference between ORC and Registrar General? This one, two minutes. What's the difference between ORC and Registrar General? Office of Registrar of Companies.
And then what?
And then Registrar General.
I have to state it clearly. I need to do
have to study it. Okay.
My mind is somewhere.
But the ORC is the one who is directing registered companies, business owners, secretaries, directors, and others to file their annual returns and renew their business name and partnership by 30th April.
Yeah.
So that's ORC. So the filing your annual returns, the legal requirement, that helps keep your business in good standing.
Yeah.
If you fail to do this, you may lose your business name. You may be considered non-compliant and you could face penalties ranging from 1,000 cedis to 2,000 cedis, depending on the number of years of default. So file your annual returns and renew your business name before March 30. You can reach them on 0308-249-841 or follow the ORC on social media. So those are the quick things you need to note. And then lastly, Ashanti is saying that the scammers are at work using the name of the company and its subsidiary Anglo Gold Ashanti Idra for all kinds of things. So there are fake adverts, there are letters. Charlie, if somebody is saying you something, Charlie, it's a lie.
It's not true.
Companies don't do those things. So if you see somebody doing recruitment, pay some money, all be lie. Anybody who asks you to pay any money for anything, they can go around and so by the way pay into this account. Don't pay anything. So if you want to know where the company's website is, www.anglogoldashanti.com. And you can also call them on 0302-743-400 to get accurate information. Then on social media, all the various social media outlets, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, you will find the name Anglo Gold Ashanti Iduaprim Mines.
Solid.
Or Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana. Solid. Anything else you see?
I'll be like.
Talking about getting scammed. I just saw this one from Bridget Jogbanuku.
Okay. It's come on.
Put out something that I've got scammed.
Oh.
Yes, I got scammed, and a lot of reactions are coming on social media. It's so sorry. Don't worry. Somebody by name Rita Mami Sewa Krampa says, "Oh, so sorry. Don't worry. They will get their punishment."
What they do to her?
No, she just posted that I got scammed.
That was all.
And looks really angry here. I mean, with the emoji that she's displaying.
Pascal, it can be so. You know, I'll tell you something. A friend of mine was in the UK and wanted to buy a ticket to come to Ghana. So I think he wanted to deal with a particular airline, which we all know. So he went online, and then I don't know. I think he did a Google search or something, and you know, he hadn't saved his history with the airline in his email or something. So he sort of, somebody mentioned the airline and said you should pay here. Charlie pounds. So he paid the thing
every money.
And that's not even the worst part. They give him a receipt. And they give him something which looks like a ticket.
Yes.
So Opana drove from the Midlands to Heathrow.
Oh my word.
Bro. He entered the airport.
No way.
They say, what did you have? He said, this is not a ticket.
That's
so, and the money, he said the website that he went to pay, they have removed the website.
Wow.
And he paid at the time almost £900 or something.
£1,000. That's a lot of
money. And this
money.
is a student.
Oh no.
You know? And then he called the police. Charlie, up to today.
That's it.
They said they do the website, finish. He said he even spoke to the guy on phone.
Yes. UK, they will do you right now.
He said the police said there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
Why?
Because sometimes they take the money out so quickly that you can't trace them and close everything.
But there was a bank account.
Yeah, you see, there's a way of moving money through bank accounts, right? Ultimately, you can get to the destination where the money eventually landed. But you see, they move it through a number of accounts. So quick. So it moves to your account. So by the time you realize, it's somewhere.
And then the worst part is that I think when he went to the airline, the airline said we don't know anything about this. So I think they use the airlines. I don't know how they mirror the airlines.
Yeah, so they can clone specific websites, but then it will not be the same. They can add either a letter or some other words to it, or something that seems similar to.
It looks so close, but it's not the same.
And so if you don't pay attention to the word,
exactly. So if you are somebody who is always in a hurry, and you don't, that's right. They will give you something.
And these days, the airlines, you don't even meet anybody. You know, when those times when you are traveling, you go to the airlines office in Accra, or you go to a travel agent. These days, Charlie, you go online, do everything yourself, and when they do you just keep it to yourself quietly. You can't tell anybody because, Charlie, it's a disgraceful thing. Happy birthday to Dorothy Edinam Zente from Gladys and Ellen of Niche Confectionery Ghana Limited. Then I have another one that came in whilst we did the request. Today is 25th March, by the way. Please wish happy birthday to His Lordship Justice Dennis Ejay.
Oh,
we pray for God's favor upon his life.
Oh, bless him.
May the days ahead of him be more peaceful and blessed.
Amen.
This is from Livingston Amivo.
No, we are all joining this particular dedication because he's a distinguished scholar and an authority.
Is
on
he a
the law.
philosopher or a lawyer?
It's many things put together.
Oh my God. I watched his vetting and I enjoyed the guy.
Oh, no.
My goodness.
He's one of the finest legal brains.
You know, when you throw the question to him, it's like when you throw a bottle.
They can't give you lecture.
You catch the
dribble that.
Then you chest it.
Then
you. No.
Yeah, he's a fine brain.
I mean, they asked him questions. Started going to philosophy. He went into Montesquieu, talking about separation of powers. Oh my goodness. May he live long and prosper.
Yep. We bless him. So, Prof, continue to dazzle us and continue to put the law on the right path. And wish you many more years.
So they say, is it his real name or his nickname?
Yeah, it's been given to him in Rome, from Rome. Yes, from Rome.
But Rome too start gives.
Yeah, they said some arrangement be like that.
Catholic, yes, small thing. The Pope gives
something like that. Yeah,
I don't do that. They say the only people start.
Oh no, there's some within the Christian faith. There's some. He's Catholic, yes. So no, seriously, there's something like that.
So they say in Catholic.
Yeah, something like that. Some arrangement be like that. So that's what said. Then is the big man.
We have to call Papa.
Papa.
You should ring the apostolic news.
But I'm talking about birthdays. Let me say happy birthday to Monica Defo. Today is a special day, and we celebrate. May you continue to be an inspiration for many wherever you find yourself.
Lovely.
And then also, Bernard, I think, yes, let me just quickly now comment on what you are, since we are in the realm of law. So the Companies Act of 2019 established the what do you call it?
ORC.
The Office of the Registrar of Companies, which strictly deals with registration of companies, businesses, and then the regulation of that space and insolvency related matters. So if your company is no longer viable or going concern, they bring it.
How different is that from the Registrar General?
So the Registrar General was the existing institution established long before.
But they are still there.
Yeah, but they deal primarily with matters of registration of marriages and all other registrations.
So businesses now are under ORC.
Yeah, copyright. Yes.
Okay, so Registrar General is now for registering marriages and copyright.
Yeah, that's right.
So the lucrative part is going to ORC.
Yeah, that's right. No, but copyrights are also very expensive. I mean, depending on what you are copywriting, yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
When was the last time anybody rated a copyright in Ghana?
Well, you see, the industry hasn't developed that much, but there are people who take their businesses seriously and the inventions they make.
In Ghana, there's so much piracy.
Yes.
So much piracy.
Because we are not doing the best we should be doing under our international obligations based on the treaties we signed in that space. Because, I mean, you go drive through the streets of Accra, you find people with memory sticks and they have millions of songs on them, which they are selling to people. That is wrong. Those people should be arrested and prosecuted. Again, many of the products that are coming
to TV stations that are showing movies.
TV stations show movies in Ghana.
I mean, they released a movie 2 days ago, and it is playing on a channel here in Accra.
But is it that the people who did the movie don't know that Ghana?
No, the people work based on the treaties that he is talking about. But we as a country, no, some of them we have signed, but we don't enforce it. And it kills the industry, and the people they don't even know how they are messing up our industry.
Because if somebody will invest to buy content or produce content, and another person can just sit down and
go and download and show. And in fact, some of these people who are supposed to be regulators, they even watch it. They even watch the thing.
For monitoring or for enjoyment?
Once you watch with your family, it's not for monitoring. It's paining me. No, Caleb, it's paining me.
It's a serious issue, because if somebody invests in a new work,
as we do here, I mean,
the law is supposed to protect intellectual property, and it's a major issue when it comes to global trade. All right, And I think one of the reasons why we don't develop in that Ghana, we overlook so many things. You cannot be innovative in a market which does not protect your intellectual rights.
Say that again.
But here, so we are behind because in any serious developed country, intellectual property is very serious. So maybe Sky coins a certain name for something. He develops a method for doing something.
Yeah.
He says, this guy, he has to benefit from for at least 20 years. Then if he decides to make a public domain, fine. Even songs. But here in Ghana, somebody can even do a song and call it, they say, I'm doing a mashup of your song. And then record it and also make money from it. And they call it the cover. They will do a cover. And that's Charlie.
Before you know the original one, people don't even remember.
That's the sad part. For doing cover songs. You don't just wake up and steal somebody's thing and use Takashi.
But you notice though that the big tech companies are now punishing people who infringe. So for example, if you use a video or an audio in a broadcast which is not yours, if you don't follow certain rules, you will be banned.
It's always been like that in the Western world.
No, but it's affecting us now.
Because you are playing in their league.
That's my
Once
point.
you play in their league,
they will descend on you.
So it will catch up with us soon. So eventually it will catch up.
Yeah, but we
Eventually
have
it will
treaty
catch up.
obligations as a country, and we have to enforce those robustly. Because what it is that, especially as we're talking about the gig space, a lot of property ownership these days is no longer concrete and mortar, right? In fact, the biggest amounts these days are in
the cloud.
So you delivered a speech somewhere. That's something that you own, right? Nobody should be able to exploit that and make money out of it without your express permission or without justifiable use in isolated cases. So what is happening is that if we really want to take advantage of this space as a country, we also have to do our part and protect people who are in.
Let me just reiterate the point you made about the differences. So now, Registrar General's Department deals with marriages, industrial property, and administration of estates.
Estates.
Then there's a copyright office under the Ministry of Justice, which is supposed to do the things you are saying. So registration of businesses is now ORC, and then registration of marriages, industrial property as against regular property, and administration of estates, right? So Papa Kwakwe is working with is it with copyright?
Yeah, so he's
you also
working
have
with
industrial property, patents, trademark, industrial designs.
Yeah, all of those come under intellectual property rights.
Anyway, Edwin is going to bring us tech and social media trends
very shortly.
Then we will jet off to Tamale to deal with some critical matters there. There are two issues in Tamale that are of concern to me. The lack of water and also the abuse of the rights of one of Ghana's foremost artists by people dressed in police uniform. He held a press conference yesterday, and some of the details are very, very sad to hear. So we are going to do a 2-in-1 in Tamale. But Edwin, please come and tell us what is trending this morning.
Yes, and tech and social media trends is brought to us by Telecel. Yes, sir. Edwin, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much, Caleb.
Good. So what's trending?
Good morning, everyone. We start
Good
off
morning.
with the Roads and Highways Minister,
Right.
Kwame Govins Agboja,
Yeah.
who yesterday in Parliament, he updated the public on the progress of the Big Push agenda, the roads projects under the Big Push agenda. And obviously, he addressed the concerns that had been raised in a recent report that said that a lot of the projects had been sole sourced. He says that 44%, he said only 44%, but 44% is still a huge number of the contracts were sole sourced. And that a lot of the other projects went through rigorous competitive bidding. So he basically said that report wasn't true. The report had claimed that 81 sole source contracts worth more than 73 billion cedis had been awarded within those 7 months. So he says that it was a mix of procurement methods that were used to award those contracts under the Big Push agenda. So that's the main thing people are talking about. A lot of people are saying that something that the NDC kicked against in opposition appears to be what they are doing in government, which the minister said wasn't true. So that's a huge conversation going on online and on social media. The second thing is a couple of things trending. Lincoln University, President Mahama trending for a couple of reasons. We'll get to one of those later. And also LGBTQ. So it comes after news that Lincoln University has cancelled the scheduled visits of the president just 2 days before a ceremony where he was supposed to be conferred with an honorary doctorate. Yes, so it's over his stance on the LGBTQ law or bill that has been presented to Parliament, and obviously the implications if it is approved and if it's signed by him as well. So obviously they are not happy that the president has stated that he will sign the bill if it is brought before him. And also the comments that have been made around the subject of LGBTQ and the protection of people who they feel are being marginalized against. So yeah, that is a huge issue on social media.
Yeah, but that is also an indictment on the university itself. I mean, if they had such a policy, they ought to have known upon proper due diligence that this is the president's position, and if it was orthogonal to their own position on how these matters be treated, they ought not have invited our president, give him a degree, honorary causa, and then subsequently, how many days later, 3 days or 4 days later, say that they are withdrawing. That's completely objectionable. They should have done proper due diligence. The officer who handled this matter should have serious questions to answer. They have their policy. I don't begrudge that. But subjecting our president to this embarrassment is completely unacceptable.
Okay, so we stay with President Mahama, and yesterday he was at the United Nations high-level event on reparatory justice. He said a number of things. Later today, he's supposed to table a historic motion that would call the transatlantic slave trade the worst crime in human history, and ask for reparations as well. But yesterday he said a number of really big things, including, and one thing that's caught fire in the US is that he believes the current administration's policies are normalizing black erasure, or the erasure of the slave trade and injustices that were meted out to black people. The White House responded and said that President Trump has done more for black people than that was a response of the White House to this. So we'll keep an eye on President Mahama as he tables that motion.
The letter Trump has sent to Iran, I've been received it. He posted it through Pakistan.
And he says he's received a big present that's worth a lot of money from Iran, as in good faith, as the negotiations continue. Obviously, he said he wouldn't reveal details of that present.
The road to Iran is through Pakistan.
Yeah, so.
Hey, so you want to tell me that Mo Salah is not trending?
I was coming to that. I was coming to say that the biggest trend in Ghana today.
You have to repent to.
Oh, Bernard. I was coming to that. The biggest trend in Ghana today is Mo Salah. Yes, so the Liverpool legend now, the Premier League legend, he has announced that he will leave the club at the end of the season. A number of records have been broken by Mo Salah. He's definitely in the conversation for the Premier League's best ever player. Definitely in the conversation.
Too good.
Yeah, also in the conversations for Liverpool's best ever player.
Everywhere.
So he's won like 4 golden boots, level with Thierry Henry. He's won 3 PFA Player of the Year awards, which no one has won as many as he has. He's scored or been involved in 281 goals for Liverpool.
Scored 281?
No, provided goal involvement in the Premier League.
Goals and assists.
Yeah, goals and assists in the Premier League for Liverpool. The most any player has been involved in for one single club. A number of records that too many to talk about. But
where is he headed?
No, he's leaving at the end of the season, so which means he'll be a
out of the league, or he
he'll play
there's no way. Based on what he said,
based on where the war ends, Middle East may not be appealing.
Oh, okay.
But Saudi would have been a good place to go. I don't think any other league has their money
Yeah,
pay
to
him.
actually afford
Probably
him.
except if Real Madrid wants him, which will not be necessary. America is an option.
Yeah.
You know, who knows?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so
but Salah is being celebrated
he's
by
Salah.
everyone.
He's a great
strong.
African
Salah is a
legend.
strong
Yes,
guy.
we
That's
celebrate
terrible.
him. Yeah.
And he's such a great ambassador for the sport. For me, people like Salah and Sadio Mane, beyond the football, their behavior, their comportment.
Exactly.
You don't hear Salah involved in nothing.
Charlie. What broke my heart was how this guy treated him. This Real Madrid guy, the guy who when he broke his arm. Oh, Charlie.
Sergio Ramos is now playing in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's part of his
God is punishing you. They broke it. And Liverpool should have won that Champions League final.
Oh.
And then they brought some Iscariot. What's the name of that your keeper?
Loris Iscariot.
Now he says, are you helping me or you are laughing at me? It's okay.
Judas Iscariot.
Well, obviously, Mo Salah, huge name in the world of football. Let's move on to tech news. And a jury in New Mexico on Tuesday found that Meta Platforms violated state law in a lawsuit brought by the state attorney general, who accused the company of misleading users about the safety of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and enabling child exploitation, sexual exploitation on those platforms. So the jury took less than a day of deliberation and found that they had violated the consumer protection law, and they were ordered to pay $375 million in civil penalties. So it's the first time a jury has ruled on such claims against Meta. So the company is facing a wave of lawsuits, including the one I brought you previously. But this might set the precedent for those other cases, because $375 million awarded in civil suits against them.
Some of the good reasons why we need to use the jury system, in many of these cases. Because a single judge sometimes becomes somewhere, but the peers sitting down reviewing the facts came to the conclusion that something like that happened upon proper direction. The UK now is trying to do all kinds of things with the jury system, including what it does for the criminal justice arena. We need to look more closely at that, because, Charlie, some way.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop,
hello sir, Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Prices will go sweet to your body. Plenty products, they and deals. Free a crack, see bimbila. Bribi wa homa obia. From appliances to clothes, beauty products, pay as you wish. Quality products guaranteed. If it matters to you, then it matters to us. Try Jumia today. Your pocket to thank you. 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 Come and see the beauty of Ghana.
Oh yes, are you looking to explore Ghana? Not sure where to begin? Why not let Ghana Tourism Marketplace help you plan the perfect trip? With Ghana Tourism Marketplace, you can easily book hotels, discover exciting tours, rent cars, connect with expert local tour guides, and explore destinations across the country, all in one place. You can also get tickets for amazing experiences like Movie in the Park at Platinum Bay Hotel, Uncle Ebu White Theatre shows, One Nkrumah Memorial Park visits, Accra by Night tours, and many more unforgettable events. For more information, visit www.gtm.com.gh or email info@gtdc.gov.gh. You can also call or WhatsApp 050-123-3921 or 0202-700-720. Ghana Tourism Marketplace is brought to you by Ghana Tourism Development Company, your official gateway to discovering Ghana.
Cast your mind back to 2022. The prices were rising. The stress was high. Every liter of fuel felt like a sacrifice. Do you remember who stepped forward first? When others were comfortable with high prices, Star Oil chose you. We cut our own profits so you could keep your AC on, keep your engines running, and keep your life moving without the heavy burden. We gave you room to breathe when things felt tight. Because of you, our star savers, we became number one. Today, the pumps are a battleground. Others are finally cutting prices because they have to. But Star Oil, we do it because we want to. Don't just chase a price, remember a friendship. We were there for you then, and with new innovations coming your way, we are here for you now. Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuels for all.
It's so hard to find someone who's always there, who do the best they can to push you to the top. But I found myself a friend who's all of these and more. When I put my dreams to sleep, you wake me up to dream. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. I trust in blue. Save your money with blue. Secure your future true. Blue Ghana day for you. I put my trust in blue. I trust in blue.
Blue Financial Services Ghana Limited. Trust in blue.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Oh yeah, all roads lead to the First Sutherland Children's Park later this weekend for the Back to Your Village Food Festival. We'll be telling you more about it very shortly, but imagine waking up to serenity every day, surrounded by nature's beauty and luxury at your fingertips in a gated estate you can be proud to call home. Welcome to Western Villas, located at Ayu Mensa, where our stunning homes redefine elegance. At Western Villas, each home is a masterpiece. From swimming pool, gym, playground, beautiful landscape gardens, and private balconies that make every day feel like a retreat. Reserve Western Villas 3 or 4 bedroom luxury gated homes at Ayu Mensa with just 5% deposit between now till the end of this month and get up to 2 free service plots today. We also have limited executive plots for sale at Katamanso and Tropoli at attractive prices. 0536 50 22 95 is the number to call. westernvillas.com is the website to visit for more information. Now, we all know that life doesn't wait for payday. Whether it's school fees, a business emergency, or finally starting that project, you need a partner who says yes. That partner is Blue Finance Services Limited. Listen, the Blue iFinance app, you can get a loan disbursed in less than 4 hours. And if you are looking to grow your money, Blue investment rates are among the most competitive in the country. So don't just survive, thrive with Blue. Download the Blue iFinance app on the Play Store or App Store today. Call 0303 968 196. WhatsApp us directly 0501 609 958. Follow us on socials at Blue FSGH, Blue Financial Services, Trust in Blue. And here's some good news for you. If you're a shareholder of Societe Generale Ghana, your dividends are now being paid directly to your bank accounts or Momo. Dividend payments are no longer being made using dividend warrants. All shareholders are therefore respectfully required to update their records with the registrar NTHC Limited with the following information: your bank details, your email address, your Momo number, and that's one that is registered with Momo. For Societe Generale Ghana shareholders with a Central Securities Depository account, contact your stockbroker and update your records. Societe Generale Ghana is committed to providing you sound financial solutions always. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. Now, if you're a content creator or you're anyone who likes to do business online, you know that you need a phone that has great camera features. And I'm recommending the Techno all new Camon 50 series for you. It has AI auto zoom camera for capturing exciting moments. We have 3 models actually: Camon 50, Camon 50 Pro, and Camon 50 Ultra. And with these, you're able to edit very beautifully, AI image to video, and tools like AI reflection remover, shadow remover, and AI dazzle remover. Is that great phone you need? The battery is also very strong, high durability, water resistant. Don't wait. Visit any Techno store to choose from the Camon 50, Camon 50 Pro, or Camon 50 Ultra, which has an eSIM support. Someone said yesterday, Frema was here and she told us that we have over 100 vendors for the Back to Your Village Food Festival. Promise a wide array of, food we are going to get that we have not eaten since last year's Back to Your Village Food Festival. And she also said that they are going to cook it the way it is cooked in the village. And the exciting part was that she said, for me, I said, apotoyoa, no. They will bring the apotoyoa and they'll give you the brebo. You will grind the brebo, grind the paposito, grind jenny, and then the garlic. Then they will pour small soup on it before they drop the fufu on top. Then they will sandwich, they will spray the soup on top with all the meat and everything. Man, the mental pictures alone.
Back to Your Village. We
are
on again.
Yeah,
Saturday, Sunday.
Sharp.
Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park.
Sharp.
We had yesterday somebody was asking me, so we are in he said that they are in the office and there's an argument. So please, he said, say please, I'm putting you on speaker.
Okay. So you listen to the argument.
He said, please, where are you doing the event? I said, which event? He said, the food fair. I said, okay, food festival. Yeah, it was Sutherland Children's Park. Then I said, I had yeah.
They thought we would be doing it in their village or something.
No. People are used to their old location. Yeah.
Right,
AMA,
as in AMA Great.
Yeah, so Children's Park is where it's
happening.
And all the villages are set, and we'll be there.
No, I like this new venue. It's bigger.
Well, it's bigger.
And it's airy, spacious.
And there are trees there.
Exactly.
So it gives you a proper semblance of
village. Because people are limited to finish eating whatever they are eating, remove their shirts, and then go and sit under a tree.
Thank you.
And there's more space too, because yesterday, if you made us understand, if you are entering the fufu, you have to turn your head at 180 degrees.
Thank you.
And then coin your hand like that. And Bernard gave us your style. He said you have scissors, mean that he used to cut the fufu. Then you press it before you fed the soup inside. Oh my God. It's going to be great. So we have different villages from across the country.
The southern, the northern, the Akan.
Yes.
So every village will come with their own type of foods and drinks. And also we have music and dance, entertainment.
That's right.
So it's all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And then I'm told that there will be special Omutuo on Sunday. Omutuo on Sunday.
Sunday Omutuo.
Omutuo special.
That's heavenly. That's heavenly.
So you are coming. The Omutuo comes with 2 types of soup. So you have the Abenkwine Omutuo and then Katinkwine. And then even with the Katinkwine, there are 2 things involved.
Thank you.
There's a less viscous in Katinkwine and the highly viscous in Katinkwine. And then when you go to the highly viscous in Katinkwine, there are 2 things involved. There's the one without beans and then the one with beans inside. Katinkwine with beans.
As in blended or the
no, not blended. No, it's called co-location. It's co-located in the, and even with the beans one, there are 2 things involved.
Oh my God!
So Sunday afternoon,
Thank
and then on the other side of the Obutiono, there's Kokonte.
Face the
yeah,
wall.
KKT, yes.
KKT.
Yes, please.
Kokonte.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God. They said Kokonte twice a week keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, so there's Kokonte. Everything else will be
That's
there.
right.
But, there are special moments that people experience when they come back to your village. And people like Kakra, I don't see Kakra eating Kokonte. Kakra, do you eat Kokonte?
Oh, I do.
Even the way she said
it's suspicious. I do.
I do. I like it with light soup.
KKT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kokonte light soup.
Yeah. It's Godfrey is not there. I don't know if it's a fancy thing.
Light soup there.
With light soup, Kokonte itself is light and it dissolves quickly.
Yeah.
When you put it in your mouth. So with the light soup, sometimes this one is abomination, but sometimes when you scoop it with a spoon and the Kokonte is lying with the
scoop it with the soup.
Charlie, spoon all come the matter inside. That means they too petty.
Breaking news. Person Francisca eating Kokonte with a spoon.
This matter, it calls for an investigation.
Seriously. Does it not breach the public procurement?
We need to look inside well before we investigate.
No, but I'm looking forward to that claw you've been talking about. I have not had a claw before.
No,
so
I'll treat you to a claw. I'll treat you to a claw. Is just fish, steamed fish.
Okay.
With onions and all the things that you want
fresh
to add.
Fish.
Fresh fish, yes.
It is like Fanti.
No, Fanti comes with oil.
Okay.
But this one, no oil at all.
You can prepare everything at once.
Yes.
Just the fish.
Drop everything inside.
Yeah, just drop everything.
So it's like a more viscous type of soup, if you like. Soup is very liquid.
Right.
Aklo is more weighty.
Okay.
Weight. Yeah. No. You see aklo.
I'm looking for it to aklo.
But it's eaten with gali, not gali.
Yeah, be so correct.
Yeah, gali.
Is it eba or the gali dry like that?
Eba is Nigerian word
characterization.
Yes, I'm saying gali.
Gali. Okay.
So that's it. So no. Come to me.
I will follow you. I will follow you, and you will give us rest.
Thank you.
And this one is free. It's free for all patrons. Just come by. Entry is free. I say that if you're listening to us, just come.
Yes.
Come with your friends.
Come with your money to buy and eat and drink
as much as you can
and carry some home.
And carry some home.
Maybe so. Yesterday, Frema made us understand that there will be tables for all the old school boys, for all the PSCs, the West Coast. If you want to come and eat together, the Hobsons want to eat together.
Yeah, they do that. They call them book tables. They call them book tables.
Great.
So that's what happens.
We'll put a table together for 3,000 old students.
All of them. You have Hobsa. You are Hobsa 2005. 2000 Hobsa 2005 table.
Thank you.
We are here.
Thank you. They will be eating Kokonte with spoon.
So back to your village food festival. This Saturday and Sunday in Sutherland Children's Park.
So from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, we are meeting there. Come and meet Richard, the last guy.
I'll be there myself.
What are you looking forward to?
Oh, there's only one matter. This is no investigation. Maybe there's one matter. I know my Toto Papa. Toto Papa, Fedri, Toto and all of those matters. With some, millet banku, and then we are properly constituted. All the other ones are just, toppings. What they call
decoration. So this one says, Caleb, please tell Kaka it's a crime to eat kokonte or fufu with a spoon.
She's accordingly charged.
Yes, you have to give us the provisions. we don't know that yet. But so that's about the food festival. It's happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. 28th to 29th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. prompt. And Sames is making us understand that there's special omutuo with, special nkatenkwang. And there are 2 things involved with that one. There's one with heavy viscosity. Another one with not so heavy viscosity. And even the heavy one, there are 2 things involved. There's geolocation of bees in the heavy viscosity.
Thank you.
Charlie, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yes.
It's going to be a blast. So come around, come with all your friends. If you are family, you want to eat together, we can reserve a table for you. Just walk in, come with your money, buy what you want to eat, take enough home, and we are happy to serve you as always. So that's with the food, back to your village food festival.
It's proudly sponsored by EcoBank. EcoBank is interested in pushing our indigenous foods and making sure that the Ghanaian eats what is produced in Ghana. Gino, Didishito, Munchi biscuits.
Thank you.
Everpack, and I see National Petroleum Authority.
Yes. National Petroleum. Yes. So Aduji has to come there, eat a color and related matters. Yes.
Thank you. So that's for back to your village.
Very good. Last message. Sofu QB says a message. Massa, we are fasting. Early morning brebo and fufu talk. Why? No, you come and break it on Saturday.
Some people are still fasting.
What?
Is it the Lynch people?
Maybe okay. they are still on the journey.
We wish them all the best. But they can still come and buy and go and hoard it. Put it in their fridge for some time.
I like that idea.
Because it works like that too. Just so they don't disturb God's obligation. Good morning, team.
Yes.
My name is Gordon Dogbe.
Okay.
From Atoku Copper in Aflao, in the Ketu South municipality. I believe Yakayeke and Yefugboma will be in attendance. I will be there with my family.
Wow.
Yakayeke and Yefugboma.
Yefu is white man, right?
Yefugboma is who?
Yefugboma. So
aubergine or something.
So it's just like spinach, be like that. Like there's a name that you have.
Boko Boko.
Yeah, Boko Boko. Yes, that's the name.
And you call it what?
Yefugboma. That is our name for it. That's our name for it. Boko Boko. Be like yes. That should be
Yefugboma. Interesting one there. So I'll be back shortly. I have this announcement from Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana. And when I'm back from this, I'll take you to Tamale very quickly for a very troubling development that we want to spend some time on. So Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, CIB Ghana, proudly presents the second edition of the National Banking and Ethics Challenge. It's happening on the 26th and 27th of March this year as part of the 2026 Professional Banking Education Activities. The National Banking and Ethics Challenge Quiz is an initiative of Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana designed to promote ethical, digital and financial literacy among tertiary students in Ghana. This exciting competition will bring together 12 universities from across Ghana. KNUST, UDS, UCC, Central University, University of Ghana, Pentecost University, All Nations University, Academic City, Wisconsin University, University of Education, Winneba. Preliminary stage will take place on Thursday 26th, and then the grand finale will be on Friday, all at the CIB Ghana Auditorium in East Legon. We invite corporate institutions to partner us. If you want to sponsor this, please call 0506339248 or email sharon.jtria@cibgh.org. Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, developing trusted professionals. There's a question for you, but I don't know if I can read it on air. This question is a trick question.
Oh yeah. We talked about it on Monday. Yeah, there will be.
There will be what? I mean, we are responding to something.
Really?
No, hang on. I'm a typical Ghanaian. I'm answering the question before you finish answering.
And this listeners are asking, what is the question?
Yeah, that's the question.
This question is
the question is asking whether there will be a tipsy alley or a blue kiosk.
Remember when you had a tipsy alley?
Because normally people want to warm their environment. Because in many parts of our country, people don't eat without that.
Straight like that.
They say they need some appetizer.
Ogogoro appetizer.
Yeah, that's right. The one they put on the number of herbs. There are those. Sometimes doesn't do it, so it's difficult. But the truth is that there are a number of herbs and tree roots they cut and put them together, and then they pour the thing on it. So that when it goes in there, it properly appetizes you. Not this, latest medicine you go and buy from a drugstore. No.
That guy. FDA is listening.
Okay, so that's just a.
So Samuel says that they will be there.
Captain, but he's texting from Odogono Senior High School.
Well, that's your school.
Okay.
Okay, this is Osa.
This is Osa. Yes. We are Risco.
Yeah, but we'll monitor the limits.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't just be, you won't be
this guy, don't assign yourself a responsibility that you can't deliver. We are providing drinks.
Yes.
And I said that with the drinks, there are two things involved.
Yes.
There's a non-alcoholic, and then there's the highly spiritual.
Whatever you do with that information,
that one is a whole cup of tea. Okay, gentlemen and lady, let me take your attention to Tamale, okay? And there was a troubling development that we have all not been proud of. In recent times, the Ghana police have done a number of things that have gotten a lot of its critics even to commend them very highly for their sense of professionalism and discipline. However, what happened over the weekend has left sour taste in the mouths of many who have looked as celebrated Ghanaian artist Ibrahim Mahama narrated his ordeal at the hands of the police. Some say members of the Black Maria inflicted the violence on him. The police has issued statements saying the Black Maria was not involved. The IGP has instructed investigations, but the artist has threatened legal action. Let's hear him speak in a press conference earlier.
On Saturday, on the day of it, 2 days ago, I actually left the house with my family. We went with our institution's bus, which is branded Red Clay, SCCN and Chroma Volume. And we wanted to go and pray at the Ambaria Mosque. But on our way, we got word that they had already prayed. So we decided to make a diversion and go to St. Paul's. And between Ambaria and St. Paul's, it's quite close to our father's house. So the idea was that after the mosque, we will drive to our father's house as we do usually to take photos and all that. So when we got to the mosque, they had even already started praying. So I asked the family to get down and go and pray whilst we find a place to park the bus, and we did. So we prayed, and right after my uncle, I was driving with Uncle Lisa, and he said, "Oh, let's try and leave before the crowd leaves. If not, the traffic will be more." Because even at the time when my family was walking to my father's house, even on foot, there was complete traffic jam. You could barely even walk. There was one of our uncles, Uncle Mukala, has a house in the area. So let's use the back road. Maybe we'll be able to dodge the traffic. So we did. And then we came around Mariam Hotel. So you get to this T-junction. Once we got to the T-junction, we were the ones who were ahead. There was a bus, a red bus, which was coming from the main road, which wanted to initiate a curve towards the Bisco school. No, Bisco. So I told my uncle that it would be better if you reverse, because I saw that there were some children in the bus. That if you reverse, so that if the bus comes, it will also create room for us to go, and then there are drivers who come. By the time we realized there were so many cars behind us, there was even a Voxy behind us. So my uncle opened the window, trying to alert him. And then suddenly, from nowhere, we saw these police cars, the same ones that we saw before. They appeared next to us, so they had blocked the opposite direction of the road. And then one of them got down and he was violently shouting to the drivers that everyone should go back so that they pass. And then I told my uncle, you see these people, but this thing that we're all jammed here like this, where will we even get to pass? So they were trying to get the other bus driver to pass. And where we were parked, because we were also using a van, and that road is very narrow. So once the bus was going backwards, my uncle was trying to move forward a bit, so at least there will be a bit more room that is created. And immediately they started banging on the car and saying that, but who are you and why are you moving? I can't see there's a police here. So my uncle opened the window and said, but you can see the situation which is here. There is a jam. So if anything, if we even go, it will create more room for those behind us and you to even go. And then they started insulting him. So I think my uncle also at that point, he also lost a bit of control. So he was talking with them back and forth. And then they were like hitting the bus and all that. And then my uncle said that, but you people, small power that you have, that don't you know that one day your government will not be in power anymore and you just be like us. And immediately they said that we had instigated them. So actually at that point, some of the guys who were in the vest, the uniform, the police vest from the Black Maria, they started putting their hands through the window and then punching my uncle. So I came and closed the window. And I told my uncle that, come on, leave these guys, you know how they are. By the time we realized they'll come and give us problem and go away. And then that was it. They kept banging the windows, hitting the car very hard. So at the time I took out my phone to make some video. And they started pointing at me inside the car that, why am I videoing them? Why am I videoing them? Why am I videoing them? So I lost a bit of control at the time. So I did not continue filming them. The camera was down. So I was talking with my uncle. And by the time I realized they were opening the door to pull out my uncle. And then 3 of them who were wearing the vest, the police vest, had opened the back window and then come inside the car. So I went to tell them that, but you cannot come inside this car. This is a private space. If there's anything, at least, if you think that you want to arrest us, at least even let us follow you to the station. By the time I could say Jack, they had already started punching me in the face. And one of them, the first punch that they gave me, my tooth broke immediately and then blood started coming out from my mouth. And then I told them, at a point I thought they didn't know who I was. So I started mentioning my father's name. Because I said, I'm Alhaji Savannah's son. Because this punches, this thing that you are beating, it's not as if we are just some hooligans coming from anywhere. They kept punching. Then they dragged us out of the car and then they put us in the police van. So one of them took control of our car and then they managed to open the road and then they drove us to the Sakasaka police station. And then when they got there, they took us inside and they continued to malhandle us. They kept beating us, slapping me, punching me in the face, asking me to open my phone so that they can delete whatever photos and videos. And I said I will not open it. And then they kept inflicting their pain on me. So at some point, I just opened the phone for them. Yeah. And then Jalil himself was there. He was at the scene in the beginning. He was next to us. I saw his face in the car. He got down. And then when we got to the station, he even himself attempted to slap me when we were there. And my uncle told him that, don't you, like, even when we got there, the police officers who were on the site at Sakasaka, they told them that, but don't you know that that's the guy from Red Clay, Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, the one that was given the diplomatic passport. And they said, we don't care, diplomatic, my foot. And then they said, but that's Alhaji Savannah. And so, but they even said, Alhaji Savannah, what's his contribution to the party? Don't you know how we suffered for the party? And then what nonsense are you talking about? So at that point, I realized that there was actually no hope. We didn't have a phone, nothing. We couldn't do anything. And in that midst, where my uncle was trying to defend, like telling them that, because when you're in a situation like this, many things happen. And you like to plead your way out of it. So my uncle was just saying that, if you think we've offended you in any way, just let us go. Just grant us bail so that we can go, because you see my boss is hurt. And then they recorded that section of the video. And that's the section of the video you see online where my uncle is pleading with them. They cut and doctored that part and then they used it to get sympathy from the public. So we were there until my father and the entire family came. And they now started telling my father that they were driving and they saw a mob attacking our bus and they came to intervene. And I said, which mob? We're using an institution's bus and there is no one in Tamale who doesn't know Red Clay. And there's painted all over the bus. And if you say there's a mob, why is it that there was not a single scratch on the bus? And if you say there's a mob, why is it that your officers who were wearing uniforms were the ones that broke into the car to assault us? So if you are coming to help us, you now beat us up and take us to the police station and continue beating us up? Isn't it the hospital that you take us to? So that was actually what transpired. So subsequently we tried, because when we were there, one of the significant things that happened was that we wanted to, we had to make a statement. And then my older brother, who is a medical doctor at the hospital, said, don't you think that we need an attorney in order for us to be able to make a statement? And they got really, really angry. And it was Jelly himself, that they are just trying to consider us to let us go scot-free, and now we are trying to bring lawyers into the matter. So at that point, the pains I was in, my ribs, my tooth, I was bleeding. We just wrote, I wrote a brief statement, and then we left the station. And then subsequently, my uncle tried to follow up at the station, and they wouldn't let him come there to take a statement. They were even threatening him. And I remember when we were at the station, one of them even uttered a statement that if we joke, they will even kill us and nothing will happen. So the fact that some of us, we are doing, like we are making ourselves educated people, like that word crutching. If you don't take care, we will just use our booga and damage you and then go away and nothing will happen to you. By the time you call someone who is in power, we also know people that are in power, and this case will make the foolish case. And I said, at this point, sometimes when you get into these incidents, you just want to get your way out of it. So that was what actually transpired in that day, in the honesty of God, the God that I worship. So it was later that we went to the hospital, we did the checks, the regional minister came, the regional commander came, we went back home, and then we now had to go with my brother-in-law, Professor Amin, the director of GBC, back to the regional commander's office to go and then take a fresh statement and to take pictures and everything. Because up until the point, even when they were invited to the regional commander's office, they had denied all the claims, saying that they came to meet a mob justice and they were intervening within it. But they were actually the mob. There was no one else, because everyone was trying to leave the mosque and everyone was trying to go home. There was a complete traffic jam. So no one really had time to do anything but just trying to focus and get into the house. So if there is anything, at least as educated as I am, at least in my sound mind, I know what I saw and what I experienced. So the point of they were not there, it was mob and then all these other things, it's absolute nonsense.
Yeah, so that's the voice of Ibrahim Muhammad, the celebrated Ghanaian artist, narrating his ordeal at the hands of some police officers over the weekend. So here you have an armed worshippers returning home. There's a traffic jam, and then a group of police officers who thought that they needed to have their way out. And I mean, we've all heard the narration. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a very familiar story that happens to many and ordinary people every day, that perhaps doesn't even get the attention that it ought to. And a very troubling incident there.
Charlie, this matter.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how the police as an institution feels about this kind of situation. I mean, IGP will be hearing this and must be very troubled, because it doesn't look good either way. Whichever way they process this, it doesn't look good. And I don't think that the police will mount a stage to claim triumph in this action. It's embarrassing, the least I can say. I have gone through the statement that was issued by Jalil himself.
Yeah.
And I have listened to Ibrahim Muhammad. I wonder I wonder what the police people take us for. I mean, listening to both, it's clear that there are gaps in the account of the police. The blatant gaps. And so without jumping the gun, it will be important to see what the police comes up with. You know, I was very troubled when I saw the statement of the police. And the third item in that statement actually said that what's the name of the team again?
The Black Maria.
The Black Maria had been withdrawn from Tamale at the time. Look, check the statement.
It says, meanwhile, claims in sections of the media that the Special Operations Team, the Black Maria, was involved in this case are false, since the team has been out of the northern region following their withdrawal by the Inspector General of Police on Thursday, 5th March 2026.
Okay. So this particular item refers to the official functioning of the Black Maria.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for us civilians, we only notice
the operations of the so-called Black Maria based on the personnel involved.
Correct.
And the way they brand themselves.
Solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we see the leader of the Black Maria together with a team of policemen dressed in police uniform, in a combat uniform, I don't need a signage to tell me whether they are actively on duty or not.
Yeah.
And it's inconsequential.
Yeah.
In any case, it was the day of the prayers.
Yes.
How do you call it? The final day of,
Yes.
And I believe Jalil too is a Muslim.
Yes.
And is a Muslim going to pray in combat? And he was present, physically present, observed the thing. So this thing about it was a mob thing. My first question is, so the Jalil we know actually sat down and watched a mob attack innocent civilians and did not arrest the mob, but arrested the victims.
Yeah. To the extent that the person has his teeth broken, blood spilled all over his
he
apparel.
rather arrested the victims who were subjected to the so-called mob action.
attack.
That is the illogic.
And it makes sense. And look, unfortunately, he, the man himself, has a history of interdictions in the police.
Jalil.
Yes. So that's why I said this thing will be a very worrying situation for the IGP. Because this is not an ordinary person. It's a controversial person within the police service. And every policeman hearing the sound of my voice can attest to that.
Right.
So to the extent that you are now, fingers are pointing at you as being the perpetrator of this brutal assault against such an innocent person, of all the elements of your mandate, I don't think that Ibrahim Mahama will tick any of those boxes of the people you are looking for. So if an innocent person is subjected to this kind of brutality, then we are not safe. It may sound so distant from you as you listen to us. It may sound so distant from you. But trust me, Ibrahim Mahama is a peaceful citizen. So if you do this to him, what will happen to some of us? What can happen to some of us? I think it's recklessness in the highest order. And to the Ghana Police Service, we in the media, we are interested in where this matter will end. And we will give you no rest. Repeat, we in the media will give you no rest until we come to a logical conclusion of this Ibrahim Mahama saga. He is a human being with blood flowing through his body, as you could see, spilled over his body because of some reckless policeman's action. And we cannot take this through the processing of this is not normal. It's not normal. Because he hasn't provoked. Assuming he did, what are the laws there for? Assuming, let's take it that everything the police is saying
that he had provoked them. Did whatever.
And then you beat the person,
break his
tooth, and you think you will have your sleep like that. It doesn't happen.
And it's one of those things. 3 days ago, the police on their Facebook says IGP directs the Police Professional Standards Bureau to commence investigations into the case of assault on artist Mr. Ibrahim Mahama at Tamale. The PPSB investigation will be conducted alongside the criminal investigation currently ongoing by the Northern Regional Police Command. The outcome of both investigations will be communicated in due course. We hear these things.
No, but
investigations have been commenced.
It's fine, but I'm just saying that the police should actually understand that this is a special situation. Now, this person in question has been a subject of investigation in the police before. Jalil himself. He has been on interdiction before. So if this person now has been honored with the responsibility of Black Maria, he is expected to exhibit a high level of conduct. So either way, whether he himself actually beat up Ibrahim Mahama or he supervised it,
his men doing it,
it's a big problem. It's a big problem, and I think that, look, it's not just for the police to determine. They should do what they have to do. But Parliament must speak on this matter. Parliament, look, Ibrahim Mahama was honored with their diplomatic passport. He did not apply to it for it. He did not write to government, I need diplomatic. That tells you that this person represents us in more ways than we can think about. So if you touch him in this manner, it means that you have actually ruffled the feathers at the wrong side. Do you know how many people within the diplomatic community have woken up to this? And the stain on our reputation as a country, that somebody of this level is given this kind of brutal treatment
by the police.
By the police that's supposed to protect
lives
us
and property.
And and people are behaving as if it's normal. Please, this is abnormal. And the people involved should be treated like abnormal citizens. We shouldn't take them through. No, they should be treated properly. Parliament should speak. Everybody must speak against this brutality, because you see, it is fortunately it happened in town. If you know Tamale, the modern City Hotel to Nobisco, all the way to Mayan Hotel. It's town, but it's a bit secluded. But what I'm saying that
was in the glare of everyone.
What if this thing had happened in the bush somewhere? They would have killed him.
Because he did say that
they
threatened that they could kill him and nothing will happen.
So we shouldn't take this thing lying down. We should not take this thing lying down. And let's not leave the fight for Ibrahim Mahama and his family. That is hypocrisy on our part. If they have touched him, they have touched all of us.
It's a great point that Uncle Sam makes. What is concerning for me, and perhaps what I want to address, is commentary or the idea that because he's no ordinary person or because he has some privilege, that's why this matter is getting all the attention, and that it could have happened to anybody else and the same traction we won't get. I think that mentality is unfortunate, and at the end of the day, every one of us is Ghanaian. Everyone who is a citizen is entitled to the same rights, irrespective of perceived privilege or actual privilege. Wrong is wrong. I think that the fact, the reported speeches, the allegations the gentleman made in the audio raise a serious social issue for me. When you hear a police officer allegedly in contempt referring to somebody that they think they are cratchy, referring to their education. First, I don't think somebody being educated should be something that we frown on. In fact, we should encourage everybody to pursue education. That shouldn't be a basis to
They felt challenged by that.
To conduct yourself in a way that results in the obvious abuse, because this gentleman was pleading the abuse and putting the whole police in disrepute just because you felt that somebody appeared in a certain manner. I question the emotional intelligence of such officers. I even raise a bigger question about the quality of our police officers. What kind of training are we giving the police officers to the extent that they cannot manage their emotions in their interactions with citizens? Okay, even if there was any verbiage that was offensive, I'm not sure the result should be what we saw: breaking somebody's teeth, abusing them. Do you get it? We expect a certain maturity. We expect an amount of emotional intelligence, professionalism from police officers. But increasingly, when we hear these reports, okay, they don't just put the name of Ghana's police in disrepute, but they also create a certain difficulty with trusting our law enforcement. Okay, how do we feel? Will we feel safe on the road if the people on the streets, if the people charged with ensuring law and order are misconducting themselves in this manner? I think Uncle Sam has hit the nail on the head. I don't need to belabor it. We will watch the investigations that the IGP says they're going to do, the regional police as well. We will keep tabs on that. And the expectation is justice, not a PR gimmick, but justice.
Because, Sky, if you listen to the account, how police officers force themselves into a bus through the window at the back, enter the vehicle simply because someone was videoing their movement, hits someone, punches them in the face, they break their tooth, the blood spills all over them, abuses them, assaults the people in the process, and you wonder what exactly could their crime be. And you're hearing that this particular misconduct of professionals is led by a police officer who has had a history of interdictions in the past. Professor, you want to make some further
we have
interventions?
In fact, I'm sworn by lawyers here.
Right.
Which is Kai is a lawyer, Kaka is a lawyer, Caleb is a law student, and me, I'm a freebies, man. Let me read the accounts of this officer as presented to the police, and maybe you can juxtapose it too. It says that as part of efforts to mark Idif, no, you are the news reader, please read it. Because me and Magba.
So this one says that as part of efforts to mark the Eid al-Fitr celebrations, Muslim personnel within the IGP Special Operations Team, particularly those from the northern sector, including Tamale, Daboya, Walewale, Wa, and Bimbila, joined their team commander DSP Bawa Abdul Jalil in the northern region to celebrate the occasion. The team, together with the commander and his family, was en route to the Ambariya Sunni community in Tamale to participate in the congressional Eid prayers. At the time, there was significant movement of worshippers dispersing from various prayer grounds, notably St. Paul's Primary and JHS at Gumbihini, the Northern School of Business, and Ambariya JHS. This led to heavy human and vehicular traffic converging at a 3-junction intersection near Mariama Hotel, resulting in severe congestion. While navigating the Northern School of Business road towards the Mariam Hotel, the team encountered a complete traffic standstill at the said intersection. Upon assessing the situation, the team observed that a VIP vehicle had improperly positioned itself, obstructing one side of the road. The driver was promptly directed to reverse to allow for the free flow of traffic, and he complied without incident. However, shortly thereafter, another driver operating a commercial coastal bus with registration number GS 74-2022 deliberately moved his vehicle into the same obstructed position previously occupied by the VIP vehicle, thereby worsening the already tense traffic situation. Despite repeated appeals and audible signals from other road users urging him to move, the driver defiantly refused. When approached by members of the Special Operations Team and instructed to reverse his vehicle, he responded with blatant defiance, arrogance, and verbal abuse. He made several inflammatory and provocative statements, including, "I have only one life to live. If you want, you can kill me. I will never move back." His conduct escalated further when he locked all doors of the vehicle and refused lawful directives to step out. He proceeded to make politically charged and divisive remarks stating, "President Mahama will go, and then we will see our sizes. We will know who is bigger than who." These statements were clearly capable of inciting partisan tension and disturbing public order, especially within the already charged environment. The driver then rolled up all windows, effectively barricading himself inside the vehicle, and continued to disregard lawful instructions from officers who were present to restore order and ensure public safety. His behavior drew the attention and anger of other road users and bystanders, many of whom had been affected by the prolonged obstruction after returning from Eid prayers. Some became agitated and threatened to set the vehicle ablaze due to his utter disregard for authority and inconvenience caused. Despite the growing tension, the team exercised a high level of restraint and professionalism, continuing efforts to de-escalate the situation while persuading the suspect to comply. After persistent refusal, the team gained access to the vehicle by carefully sliding open one of the rear windows. During the subsequent arrest, the suspect resisted leading to a brief struggle before he was eventually subdued and removed from the vehicle along with another occupant. In the course of the arrest, some members of the public attempted to assault the suspects out of danger. However, the team swiftly intervened, protected the suspects from mob action, and successfully conveyed them to a police vehicle amid the hostile crowd. The suspects were later identified as Mr. Ibrahim Issa and Mr. Ibrahim Muhammad. They were transported to Sakasaka police station for further investigation and detention. Preliminary inquiries revealed that both individuals are sons of a well-known contractor in Tamale, popularly known as Alhaji Savannah. So the second should be Ibrahim Muhammad, not Muhammad.
No. Let's go on.
Muhammad, right. He was immediately contacted and reported to the station without delay. Upon being briefed on the full circumstance of the incident, the suspects did not dispute the facts. They expressed remorse for their actions and rendered an unqualified apology to their father and the police team. Following the intervention and assurances given by their father, the suspects were released into his custody. The team thereafter continued its assessment. The incident highlights a serious case of indiscipline, disrespect for law enforcement, and the use of inflammatory and politically suggestive language capable of inciting public disorder. It further underscores the challenges faced by officers in managing traffic and maintaining order, particularly during high-density public events such as Eid celebrations, especially when confronted with uncooperative and provocative individuals. Respectfully submitted by DSP Bawa Abdul Jalil, IGP Special Operations Commander. Team Commander. Wow.
Over to you, lawyers.
Well, have you made your point already? We have heard the account of the officer involved, and we've also heard the account of the gentleman Ibrahim Muhammad. It would seem to me that there are obvious gaps between the two accounts as rendered, and there is proper foundation for an investigation to actually bridge the gaps, and where there are grounds for lawful action against any of the parties involved, the law should take its course. But there are things that on the face of it we can easily speak to. First of all, there's a suggestion from the police statement that a lawful order was given and that order was defied. Now, if the facts support that particular claim, of course, then there will be grounds to say that the individuals involved or the citizens involved, regardless of their status, would have acted in gross violation of the law as we know it. If you're giving a lawful order by an officer who is either properly, who identifies himself as such, or who you see as amounting to someone within the security services giving you a lawful order, you are required for the time being to obey the instruction as given, to the extent it is not, unlawful.
Right.
There are only very limited circumstances under which you can challenge those. So if the claim is true, there are issues to answer there. However, let's even assume that the lawful order was given and that lawful order was defied for whatever reason. The way to resolve that, in my respectful view, is not or was not what we have heard from the accounts that have been reported and given and the videos that we've seen. A police officer is not given the authority to use the kind of force that was used in the circumstances in order to disengage the gentleman or the occupants of the vehicles from the vehicle. Beating someone allegedly to the extent that he loses his tooth, to the extent that the person is seen in a video bleeding, I mean, that clearly would have been in excess of requirement, even if you are enforcing a lawful order. And the suggestion from the videos that I have seen, the count that people were outraged to the extent that they want to set the place ablaze and all of that, it would seem to be in excess of what
truly
at least prevailed in the videos I have seen. Of course,
yeah.
if the police have some other videos that show people were so angry, they wanted to turn over the vehicle and all of that, they can provide the same. But it would seem to me that on the face of it, the police conduct was in excess of requirement. People clearly acted in a way that would amount to lack of professionalism. And it is important that this matter is investigated. In the meantime, the officers involved should be suspended. Pending investigation. Exactly. Pending investigations into the matter. And that we should get proper resolution of this matter, because it is becoming too often. It is becoming something that is happening too often. I can give you just quick examples of some of the things we've dealt with in the recent past. In what they call in April 2025, Ghanaian Time journalists were physically assaulted by the police officers in a vehicle incident. Shraj has dealt with that matter and said that the force that was used by the police officers was in excess of requirement.
Right.
In May 2025, Save the Judiciary demonstration, you realize that a number of people were also assaulted, including members of parliament who claimed that the police assaulted them. The police also claimed that a member of parliament, in this case the minority leader, sort of assaulted them. That matter is still held in abeyance. Then in July 2025, Ablekuma North by-election, at least 2 journalists were attacked.
That's correct.
And some of them,
police officer, remember that.
They were supposed to have been reprimanded. They were supposed to have been put on interdiction, investigations. As we speak,
what's the outcome of that?
What is the outcome of that particular matter? In July 2025, we saw the Spintex demolition.
Yes.
Army personnel went into the area, assaulted a civilian who was giving an account. Exactly. Including threatening the journalist who was reporting on what was supposedly happening at that scene. As we speak, we don't know the outcome of that. Then, March 2026, Ibrahim Amidou, that matter is also still ongoing. He was allegedly assaulted by officers who should have known better. Then the fire service situation, Kaswa, January 2026. You remember the gentleman who was accused of being, a thief, and that he wanted to take something from the fire.
Service.
Exactly. They caught him, beat him to pulp. The fire service said they were investigating the matter. True. What has become of that? And then also you remember the issue of Samuel Ado of Class Media. He went to the Ghana Fire Service people to obtain information. Ultimately, he was treated in a way that was completely unacceptable. The point I'm making is that these things are becoming too often, and we don't get to the bottom of these matters. It is important, especially given the history that Samens has given, and if that is to be believed, there is supposed to be some serious action taken to comfort all of us that look, we are all not going to be walking about and be subject to some of these treatments that are in excess of requirement.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sky.
I think before you go, I think the presidency should speak on this matter. The reason I'm saying this is the moment you hand over a diplomatic passport to a private individual
who did he apply for?
Who has not applied or is not captured within the public service space, that is the word tacit endorsement of the stature and the brand that he possesses
and the impact that he's making in his community.
And it's in no doubt. Now my point is that how we process this whole situation will speak volume within the corridors of the diplomatic community. And so the presidency should show more interest in this matter. If it requires that we set up a committee to investigate the police itself on how they have conducted themselves, so be it. Second and last, that the IGP Yohunu must actually go ahead of himself and suspend this team leader
and all officers involved.
Yes, and all officers involved until this matter is resolved. He cannot keep going about, handling himself as the team lead for the Black Maria with all these question marks around him. This is not how we manage a democracy. IGP, do something about it now.
That's a very strong call to the IGP and to the presidency also to look into the assault of Ibrahim Mahama. Some of your messages on this particular one. As for the police, or should I say security, I was from Kaswa on the highway, just around the traffic stretch towards McCarthy Hill Enclave. I was on the fast lane when I heard a military siren. I moved to the middle lane. The siren continued. I moved again to the outer lane. Still siren. My sister who was with me panicked and shouted, "Please move. They are soldiers. They will beat us." I had to come head down and ask, so exactly where should I go now? Should I drive onto the pavement? And guess what? They were not on any emergency duty. They were coming from a private funeral in a private bus and simply did not want to sit in traffic. When will our state security services upgrade and modernize their conduct? Authority should come with discipline, not intimidation. I don't doubt Ibrahim Mahama one bit, and for the police, I don't believe their statement. In fact, yesterday, Sky, I was shocked to see some of these private security people, they too with their buses, they just do that same thing in traffic like that. We'll take a very quick break. When we are back, we have more.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
This damn patch again. Ebo, look at this wall. Every few months, the same damn patch comes back. I've painted it twice already. What is all this?
Kofi, you can't fight moisture with paint too. The problem is inside the building itself.
Yes. So what can I do? The house is already finished.
Simple. Gasem Super Strong Waterproof Cement. It's a new cement with built-in water protection technology.
Water protection?
Yes.
So it's just for repairs?
No, my friend. That's the difference. Use it to fix dampness and seepage. Or use it for new buildings. Foundation, block work, plastering. One cement that builds and protects. Wow.
Gasem Super Strong Waterproof Cement. The one cement that builds and protects. Build it right once. Gasem, the nation builder.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangerine. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you'd love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
When factories rise, we protect them. When businesses grow, we guard their future. When families invest in what matters most, we secure their dreams. For over 60 years, SIC Insurance has been Ghana's shield, built on integrity, reliability, and care. From motor to fire, accidents to travel, marine and more. Whatever you value, insure it with confidence. Insure it with care. Insure it with SIC Insurance, because at the heart of every policy is a sacred promise to care, to deliver, to be there when it matters most. Call 0800 100 055 or talk to a broker or licensed agent today. SIC Insurance. Our promises are sacred.
Hello CEOs, Ghana's foremost business platform marks 10 years of leadership impact. Join the 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo on Monday, 18th May 2026 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Kempinski Hotel Accra. The summit is themed accelerating Ghana's economic transformation, driving bold reforms through leadership, technology, and industrialization. Tagline: from vision to action. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, will attend as special guest of honor and officially launch the CEO Government Compact 2026. Highlights include presidential CEO dialogue, masterclasses, panels, brand expo, CEO profiles, networking, and the Ghana CEO Excellence Gala. Registered now at GhanaCEOSummit.com. Call 054-639-1970 or email info@GhanaCEOSummit.com. Powered by CEO Network Ghana in partnership with Deloitte, PwC, EY, GIPC, SIGA, University of Ghana, Media General, and the Multimedia Group. The 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo. A decade of leadership impact. T's&C's apply.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
All right, so for some time now, we've been talking to you about the National Banking and Ethics Challenge, the NBEC. What is it all about? What are we seeking to achieve? I have some amazing people who are behind this, right from the Chartered Institute of Bankers. Mr. Robert Jato is the CEO of the Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, and then the head of products, GCB Bank, Mrs. Emilia Saki, and they're here to tell us more about the NBEC. Madam Emilia, Mr. Robert, good to have you both.
Thank you so much.
Very well. Yes. Good morning to you. So tell us about the mandate of the Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana. What's your mandate and purpose?
So thank you very much, Caleb, and it's great to be here. At Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, our mandate is a fairly straightforward one, which is in the Chartered Institute of Bankers Act 2019. Act 991, and that's to promote the study of banking, but also regulate the practice of the banking profession in Ghana. People ask, what does that actually mean? For us, it means developing trusted professionals for the financial service sector, to putting ethics, sustainability, and professionalism high on the agenda of banks and bankers, and certainly being the thought leadership and talent engine for our country. So we are trying to solve Africa's human capital needs, if you like, with trusted professionals.
I like it.
And at Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana, we run a number of programs. Our main flagship program is the Chartered Banker ACIB qualification. But we also have an executive leadership program called the Chartered Banker for Executive Leadership. And then we do have the ESG, Environmental, Social, and Governance certification. We have ethics certification for the banking industry, and a number of other programs, Digital Academy, Banking Academy. And we also provide tailored solutions to banks in terms of their human capital needs and beyond banking as well.
So these are the professional level. You need to have a first degree to do this. You need to be a bank of some experience to do this, or what was the eligibility criteria?
Well, typically we have a number of, maybe about 98% of our new intakes as people who are first degree, and if it's a first degree in a relevant area, then you do get some exemptions to start the program. There are people who come in with their masters, PhDs. We also make provision for those who have completed SHS and have the minimum qualification. But typically we have people coming from different
across spectrums.
Yes, we focus on banks and bankers because that's really
where the impact is most needed.
Your salary goes, and someone must be trusted and competent enough to
very important. That's a good one. So let's talk about the NBEC now, right? And what problem is this designed to solve?
So the NBEC, the National Banking and Ethics Challenge, is a program or a quiz program designed for university students. And what problem are we trying to solve? You know, Caleb, when you went to school, I'm sure you studied a particular program, then you got a job, and then you earn salaries, but nobody teaches you how to manage that money or your finances. It's not in our curriculum, so we are trying to address that. And as an institute, remember our mandate is to promote banking education. So in the spirit of the quality education, which is goal 4 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, we are pushing that agenda as well. But most importantly, we are actually developing the next generation of trusted bankers, because where do people come from to enter the banking industry? From our universities, right? And so we believe that if we can put ethics on the agenda, if we can put financial literacy on the agenda, conduct on the agenda, then we can actually be building an ecosystem of the next generation of chartered bankers.
Very important.
And for us, that's a mandate, and that's a problem we are trying to solve.
I like it, because the last time we read in the news that some banker had used some the bank's money to go and do some betting, police catch up, and so with this ethics challenge and all, we are through competitive, sports, imbuing ethical leadership into the next generation of bankers.
Absolutely.
We like it.
And by the way, there's a public education element to this. So you don't need to be a contestant. If you're listening to this program tomorrow, so tomorrow next as well, you will get some significant insights, financial literacy that can help you manage your finances better.
Amazing.
And the institute sits at the intersection between academia and industry, so we bridge the gap there as well.
We love it. Will this be anywhere we can participate if we are not there physically, Amelia?
Yes. Thank you, Caleb. All right, so this program will be held tomorrow.
Okay.
26th March, and then on Friday.
Very well.
Okay, so we'll be having it at the CIB auditorium.
Very well.
But then we'll be streaming live.
Fantastic.
On Facebook, on YouTube.
Mm.
So everyone around the world, not just in Ghana, can participate.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
Let me also take this opportunity to let you know that last year we had 5 universities participating.
Oh,
okay.
Now
so
you have more than 10.
Yes, now we have 12 this year,
Nice.
and this is only the second edition. Last year was amazing.
It's growing bigger.
It's growing bigger and
Nice.
bigger. Yes. So we have banking and finance students in these universities who are, training to become the future bankers, the future Robert Jatos, and
nice.
the future my boss Farihan, MD of GCB.
Yes.
So
Good
the universities that we have this year, we have University of Ghana.
Thank you very much. The nation's hope and glory.
We have KNUST, that's my school. And then we have University of Cape Coast.
Okay.
We have Academic City University.
Academic City, right.
We have Central University.
Okay.
Wisconsin International.
Right.
All Nations University.
Koforidia. Okay.
Then Ghana Communication Technology University.
Our neighbors here at Chesano.
Yes.
Right.
And then Pentecost University.
We
have UDS.
UDS, okay.
And then we have University of Education, Winneba.
Fantastic.
So you can see that you have all these bright minds coming all across the country.
12 universities.
12 universities.
One crown.
One crown.
Interesting one. So we see other quizzes and we know the rubrics, the mechanics, and how it all goes. So what's the coverage in terms of subject matter? What's the approach and what's the mechanics of the challenge?
Okay, so like Robert said, this is a challenge that we are undertaking to be able to train the minds of the upcoming bankers, ethical bankers. So what we are going to do is that we are going to take them through, we're going to have a series of questions. On the first day, that's when we do the prelims.
Right.
So on the first day, the 12 universities, we are breaking them into 2.
Okay.
We have Group A and then
Group B.
Yes, so in the Group A, they are going to go through 3 rounds each.
Right.
And then in each round, each university is going to have opportunity to answer 3 questions. Okay, so the top 3 in the Group A will qualify for semi-finals.
Right.
Then also on the same Thursday, which is tomorrow, the Group 2 we also do, so that we are going to have 6 qualifying for semi-finals.
Okay.
And then on the Friday, we have the semi-finals, and then the top 3.
Top 3 will make it to the grand finale.
The grand finale also to be held on Friday.
At the same CIB.
At the same venue.
Right.
And we'll be going through questions around daily banking, practices.
Right.
We go through Bank of Ghana sustainability framework around banking.
Interesting.
We also get to go through, things like green banking.
Right.
So it's like taking the students through what they are going to experience being
in the world of work,
in the world of banking, and then so many around say digital payments and digital currencies. Also take them through financial statements and a whole lot. But for the students, some of them go through all of this, but this will not just cover theory. We're also going to ask some practical questions so that audience listen around the country and from anywhere would learn also from this.
We wish the best team the best of luck and all of them great success. Sometimes the exercise, the process itself is a win, so you don't always have to come tops to be a winner. But what's at stake for the ultimate winners, Robert?
Well, so quite a number of things, really. Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
That's okay. Sorry about that.
So Quite a number of things, really. For us, the starting point is education.
Right.
Even if you don't win any prize, the fact that you are gaining knowledge going through this is significant. But mind you, we have quite a number of banks that are giving internship opportunities to the contestants. So if you are in the university today participating in this, we have arranged with GCB Bank, HR, and they are offering internship. Nice. We also have they'll be participating, if you like, certificates for participation.
Very important.
There's a scholarship that we are offering. So for the winning team, we'll get them to do the chartered banker qualification for free.
Wow.
And remember, there's a tuition, there's subscription, there is examination.
Wow.
We will cover that, and we're asking for sponsors to do that, support that kind of arrangement. And of course, there's a cash prize with a big trophy.
Nice.
Last year, it was Academic City that took the trophy.
Oh, really?
We have to find a way of defending that against UCC, my university, or some other,
No, last year there were 6, right? You said there were five. This year that we have a lot more. So we'll see if the defending champions will go home with the trophy once again. But who are some of the partners or sponsors who have joined in so far that we would like to acknowledge while we invite a lot more people?
Excellent. So remember, this program is organized by Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana. And we so far have Absa Bank as a lead sponsor.
Right.
We have Opportunity International, and then we have GCB Bank, of course, offering internship opportunities. We have a number of others who have expressed interest. Let me seize the opportunity to actually invite them to join the bus. The bus has moved. They have to catch up.
They can join at the next bus stop.
At the next bus stop, the bus stops.
I like it.
The truth, though, is that consider 5 universities starting last year. Today is 12. If you have a clear strategy as a banker around youth proposition, then this is an opportunity where we're gathering over 300 university students. We're telecasting this across the country. And by the way, Citi FM and Channel 1, we are hoping that you can telecast that on the finals.
Very well.
And so, again, this gives significant mileage across the country.
Super. We're out of time. Amelia, I'll give you the very final word in 35 seconds. Please, before you take leave of us.
Okay. So I will take this opportunity to invite all bankers, especially, and then we have all ACIB members across the country. Everyone should tune in. Those that can come to the venue, you should all come. Join us and let's go through this journey of solving Ghana and Africa's problem.
Thank you. You had just heard Mrs. Amelia Saki. She's the head of products, GCB Bank. Chartered banker herself, Robert Jatto, is the CEO of the Chartered Institute of Bankers Ghana. And they're bringing us a big competition tomorrow and the next day, National Banking and Ethics Challenge. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And thank you for passing through. And while we are at it, the world has gathered for greatness, and one name is leading the way, Litina Travels. We are taking you to America, Canada, and Mexico. We're doing a 2-in-1 experience, uniting world-class football and global business in one unforgettable journey. We'll give you visas to watch all 3 group stage matches, 3 official match tickets, return charter flights, accommodation for hotels, hotel accommodation, travel insurance, exclusive access to business networking events, all across these 3 host nations. So call us 0244260789. Litina, visit Litina at Alisa Hotel, North Ridge, and secure your spots for this once in a lifetime journey. Litina Travels is the gateway to the 2026 global football. If you're looking for motor insurance that goes the extra mile, Hollard Insurance has something special this year. You don't want to miss out. Insure your car with Hollard and enjoy extra rewards. New customers will get to drive away with free fuel vouchers when they sign up. Existing customers, you get exclusive gifts when you renew. We have 24/7 free roadside assistance for everyone, so you're never stuck on the road. That's value you can trust. Call us on 0800 33 333 Visit any of our offices or speak to your broker. Hollard Insurance, we've got you covered. If you're building big, Vaniado is ready to build with you. From high-end apartments to office blocks, hotel to private homes, Vaniado is the trusted name for premium finishes at project-friendly prices. We supply luxury bathrooms, Cavallini kitchens, tiles that combine international quality with unbeatable value, perfect for architects, contractors, developers, and interior designers. The best part is Vaniado offers bulk deals, special project pricing, and tailored packages to suit every skill. We don't just supply, we partner with you to deliver excellence on time and on budget. So visit Vaniado showroom on Ring Road. We are opposite Laboni Junction. Call us on 055 000 0031 or 0244 380293. Speak to your project team. Vaniado, we are powering bold projects. And if you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. You will enjoy classic Piva flavor cola, Piva orange, Piva cocktail, Piva grape, and Piva tangy. Grab yours today. It's available at a local store near you, or call us on 0550 032231. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. And AH Hotel, my word, they are calling you to experience Ghanaian culture, flavor, and tradition in style. Celebrate heritage with AH Hotel and Conference, as we have this Afrocentric buffet served every single day. Enjoy authentic Ghanaian and African delicacies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. From traditional favorites to rich local soups and mouth-watering desserts, it's a full cultural experience on a plate. So don't miss this special themed day. Seafood on Thursday, Friday BBQ, Sunday brunch, perfect for family, friends, and corporate hangouts. Reserve your table today and celebrate Ghanaian heritage the delicious way. Reach us on 050-168-4270 or 0201-775-025. AH Hotel and Conference, Afrocentric Hospitality.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
In Ghana, planning ahead is something we grew up with. It's in the small things, filling your barrels and buckets,
classes are designed for working professionals Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. each day. They're affiliated. We have international partnerships with Ivy League giants like Harvard, Columbia, and UPenn. Call Naomi now 053-133-0203. WhatsApp Oba on 055-137-1319. Visit law.ug.edu.gh. Don't just watch the future happen. Come shape it with us. Join the University of Ghana School of Law today. And we are launching the Heritage Lunch at the Ghanaian Village Restaurant, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Accra. We're presenting the inauguration of the Heritage Lunch at the Ghanaian Village Restaurant. The time is Monday, 6th April 2026, 11 a.m. Come and experience authentic Ghanaian dishes, walk in, taste Ghana, and celebrate our heritage. Heritage Lunch is served daily, Monday to Friday, 12 noon to 3 p.m. For reservations and enquiries, 026-871-0684. What's up at 0577-665-964. Group sales at lapalm.net is our email address. La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian. Let's jump into our Heritage Honor series now with street food and urban culture this time around. Street food and urban culture. Apioko sits with Auntie Bella Ahu. Enjoy.
Ago.
Ago. You are very welcome to the Heritage On Air series right here on Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Apioko. Now this is the 2026 edition, and this year we're focusing on the heritage of our food, our people, the personalities who walked before us so that we could run, as well as the places that sort of, glorify what Ghana is and who we are. And our music. We can't do it without our music. My name is Apioko Seyiram Ashong Abe. You can call me Apioko. And I am privileged to walk you through the heritage of Ghanaian food in this Heritage Month of March. We're proudly sponsored by GTP. Now I want us to go for a break. When we come back, we'll be talking about street food, Ghanaian street foods, a little bit about their history, what they are. And I have the best woman for the job to speak to me about it, because she's, in my estimation and by all accounts, the earliest person to have taken Ghanaian street food into the restaurant setting. Let's go for a breather. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. This is still the Heritage On Air series right here on Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Apioko. Now, on the focus of food this week, I'm speaking to lots of different people who understand our culture, our heritage as far as food is concerned. Food is not just what we eat. It's also a repertoire of our history, our memoir, who we are, where we've come from, and indeed, where we want to go if we are serious about how we package our food. Now today we're talking about street food. What is it? What are they? And indeed, why should we even care about them in the Heritage Month of March? Now my guest today is a woman who I respect and love so much. Her food, when you eat it, you lick your fingers and bite them 10,000 times. Auntie Bella Ahu is here with us. She's the CEO of Traffic's Kitchen, and if you've ever eaten food from Traffic's, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you're a Latter-day Saint and you need to be baptized immediately. Auntie Bella, you are welcome.
Thank you, Echo. Thank you.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's nice.
We've missed you
for a long time.
Yeah, we've missed you. But Auntie Bella, I want us to talk about street food. Like I said in my intro, you're one of the people, in fact, the person I know who first took what we call street food into the restaurant setting, gave it, a befitting packaging, at tables and in the kitchen. But before we even go there, I want us to identify and define, in our own way, what street food is.
Thank you so much, Akko. Thank you. I'm grateful to be with you again. And to our viewers, greetings from Traffics and from all of us, Citi FM. Street foods in Ghana, we are referring to, for example, wachi. We're referring to our kelewele, our fried yam, and a host of even cocoa, Hausa cocoa, the ordinary cocoa. We have tea also, Milo also being served outside with bread or with toge or pie and all of it. And of course, I have decided to give it a class, if I should put it that way. Because watching our street foods and the people it attracts, a lot more people enjoy it. And these are the people who feel shy standing at the roadside buying some of these things. And in suit, people want to enjoy our street foods, sitting down, being served, being welcomed well, being catered for. So we decided to do what we did. We brought it into the restaurant. It's changed the packaging. For example, our wachi brought to the restaurant, well molded, a little bit of salad, a little bit of chicken or fish, and all the things that go with it.
All the accoutrements.
Yes, that go with it. Well presented and well served. What it has done to that is that it's gained a different status, if I should put it that way. That yes, I'm going there to eat wachi. Wachi, let's buy from. No. You come and be served like a king with wachi. And it has actually fetched. So it's one of the reasons we brought it in, and I'm grateful we did.
I love that. I love that. So come in and let's serve you the street food. Be served like a king.
Yes. Be served
elevate
like a
the
king.
status of wachi and other street foods.
And other street foods.
So let's talk about them. Since we started with wachi, let's talk about wachi. Now, many people try to prepare wachi in their homes.
Yes.
And it never turns out the way, somehow, the way you get it from the street. Why is it so that when we try to prepare these so-called street foods in our homes, it just doesn't turn out the way we expect them to?
It is the preparation. It is the preparation. When we prepare wachi at home, it turns out to be rice and beans. Because we don't add the necessary ingredients. And for us to get that, you need to be trained. You need to learn, which modern days, we are not ready to learn. We say we don't have time. We don't have time and blah, 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 blah. But you need to learn what ingredients go in and at what time. It's very necessary. It's not just you add this, you add that, you add that. No. But you have to see the tomatoes cooked to a certain level before other things are added. Not all at a go. And you expect the taste to be like the one outside. The difference is that we don't want to learn. Let's come down and learn. We have a learning center now where you want to learn whatever dish that you want to learn. You come and do it in 3 days, 5 days. Probably you are married to somebody from the north who loves wachi, but you don't know how it is to prepare the wachi to taste like the one from the north. You come over, we will teach you, we'll take you through how it is done, where it is done, when things are added, and of course, you will get the taste and you secure your marriage.
Auntie, you secure your marriage. I like that. No, Auntie Bella, you've highlighted something very important. So we think that because we buy the food from the street, by the roadside, there's no art or science to it.
Yes.
But there is.
There is, but number one, the hygienic side of it also comes in. Where is it prepared? Who prepared it? The one serving you, the facility in which it's being served, or your surrounding, your environment, they all make up a good dish.
And some people say that the wache by the gutter tastes nice.
It's a statement we've come to believe. But hygienically, we are doing ourselves some. Let's get all these things, even though they are street foods, done in the proper way, served in the proper place, and our environment, the environment in which they are sold, matters a lot because of germs.
Okay, Auntie, but let's move on from wache. Let's talk about kilewele.
Yes.
Some people like their kilewele to be a little honeho. Yeah, so you take the ripe plantain. Some don't want it very ripe, so slightly ripe, slightly unripe. So that's why we say honeho.
Yes.
You know, others want it very soft, and then a little burnt, so that it's chewy like toffee.
Yes.
Some also just want it golden brown but very soft. People have variations. But when we talk about kilewele, the way it's supposed to be prepared, the culture of kilewele, what is it supposed to look like?
The culture of kilewele is supposed to be the brown, should I say golden brown? The most important thing is it should be cooked.
Okay.
It should be cooked and cooked through. That is it. Having it burnt and all that is a preferred something. But the actual thing that we have come to know and learn is that after the spices, after cutting and adding the spices that give us the burnt kind of.
So what are some of the spices, like traditionally, the spices that are supposed to go into kilewele?
Let's call, even these days people have mixed it down already, but we have our ginger, which is mixed with some cloves, which gives out that flavor. You smell kilewele even from a distance. You add the cloves. Cloves is very important. And sikoni. These are the major ingredients you use for kilewele. So that when it goes into the oil, wherever you are, you sense, oh, I can smell kilewele somewhere, and then you start looking for it. So those are the basic things that kilewele or...
And it's interesting that you mentioned cloves, because a lot of people, so back to this thing about trying to do it at home, people usually don't add the cloves. So they don't even realize that cloves are also an important part of it.
It is.
What about onions? Traditionally, or not really?
Traditionally, I don't normally add onions. The main ingredients I use is ginger, cloves. And you have that aroma of kilewele.
What about the chili pepper? Because some people also like to add that.
Yes. Chili pepper is needed. Chili or cayenne pepper. Any one of them.
So would it be the dried powdered one or the fresh one that you grind?
No, the dry powdered one. Well, some people use the fresh one. I have tried it, but I didn't get the taste that I wanted, like the cayenne pepper. So it depends on your choice or your taste. But traditionally, I use the cayenne pepper, ginger, and cloves.
Now a lot of people have packaged the cayenne peppers already ground and put in a bottle and a sachet. But those days you go and buy the dry akwelewabi and grind it yourself, powder it before you now use it for your seasoning. Do you still do that?
Yeah, we do that because some of our powdered pepper are not authentic. So we preferred going through the process to get the authentic thing that we use. That gives it the original taste. The taste that we all know, that where you can turn your head and be looking for kelewele on the street is trying to use the authentic thing.
The one that when you are walking by the way, you smell it.
Yeah,
So
I can smell
that's
kelewele. Yes. Yes.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Okay, I'm here with Auntie Bella. I call her Madam Bella Ahu. She's the CEO of Traffics, and we've been talking about Ghanaian street food. We've touched on wache, and she's told us that, look, come to her. She'll teach you how to prepare wache so that, especially if you're married to someone who loves wache, especially if he's from the north, you can secure your marriage. We've also spoken about kelewele and looked at the authentic spices, the way it's supposed to be prepared, the reason why you smell it from 5 kilometers away and say, I'll walk to go and buy that kelewele. This is the Heritage On Air series, and we're talking about our street foods here in Ghana. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching and listening to the Heritage On Air Series 2026 here on Channel 1 TV and Citi FM. My name is Apioko, and I've been having a chat with Auntie Bella, Madam Bella Ahu. She's the CEO of Traffics. We're talking about Ghanaian street foods because our street food is a huge part of our culture, and we are in Heritage Month. Auntie Bella, we've spoken about wache, we've spoken about kelewele. Let's go to Hausa Koko, because that is, I like to say, the Ghanaians' favorite breakfast, porridge. You know, when you are thinking about porridge, yes, we have others, but Hausa Koko has become very dominant. Let's talk about that. Sometimes you see some that are a little dark, almost gray or ash. Some have a little more brownish, reddish tint to it. Yeah. What is the authentic Hausa Koko supposed to look and taste like?
Hausa Koko has become part of us, and from millet, as we all know, and it's supposed to look, so I say, greenish, kind of, because that's the color of
the millet.
Of the millet.
Okay, so it's supposed to take the color of the millet.
Of the millet.
Okay,
it's supposed to take the color of the millet. Sometimes people add what we call echo. To give it the brownish thing that you talk of. People add a little bit of.
So that's the same as a wentia. Yes,
yes.
In English we call it Negro pepper.
Negro pepper.
For those who want to go and make Hausa Koko at home, they are not living in Ghana, go and ask for Negro pepper, because they unfortunately they won't know it. But yeah, so we add that. So that's what gives it a brownish
color. Otherwise, it should have its natural color, which I actually prefer. That to have anyway. A cho is also supposed to be a local antibiotic, as the medical people say. So when added, when it's brownish, it doesn't mean it's not Hausa Koko or something else has been added to it. Some people said it's because of where the meal. No, but when I sat with the people preparing it, learning how it is done, it was the echo that gave it the color.
That's interesting. So even we know this, maybe we don't think about it, but even our spices can determine the look of the food.
They do. If echo, for example, when you boil it alone, you see that the water in which you boil it is turned brownish.
Very dark brown.
Very dark.
Almost like coffee.
Exactly. So our spices have effect on our food. It has effects on the color, on the taste, and especially, we are not there yet, but let me say this. If you add cloves to okra, you will not, it will not have that slimy taste, and it will look dark. Your okra looks very dark.
Interesting.
Yes. So you have to experience it and know that this vegetable goes with this spice, and this vegetable goes with that, and the effect it has on the food is you can gain that out of experience.
Auntie, I wonder how our mothers. I mean, you just said something that you went to the people.
Yes.
Where the food originates from, and you learnt it.
Yes.
I wonder how our mothers, our aunties, our grandmothers, who started what we are calling the street food culture, found the time to go and learn these things.
It might not necessarily go into them. It has geographical, if I should put it, differences. When you come to the south, especially the coastal belt, you might not find a lot of things that you find in the north or in the middle belt. So geography, where you are located, determines ingredients you have in the area, and it also determines how things are prepared. For example, the coastal belt uses a lot of fish and seafood. We use a lot of maize and unlike the north, whilst the coastal people use fresh fish, the north uses dry fish or smoked fish. And the method of preparing fresh fish is different from dry fish. Because there are certain things you have to use to take out the smell of the fresh fish. Unlike the dry fish that is dry, certain ingredients like so much ginger and lemon and all that,
and it even comes with its own taste.
It comes with the taste, it comes with the taste. So our geographical location also counts.
Love it. So let's talk about that. The street food culture, then, geographical location counts. So as people migrate, does the character of the food also change? Now I'm asking this question because I know you go to parts of the north and they make, to go back to Wachi, for example, it tends to be more softer, almost like omotuo sometimes. So they scoop it, with a broken calabash or a piece of a clay pot when they are serving. But then you come down, some people will tell you, I want my rice one.
Yes.
So let's talk about that too. The street food, does it also vary based on what people say they like?
Yes.
Okay.
It actually varies because what I want, or in my region or in my stretch, what I like is rice being one. But the authenticity of the food, water for example, when it's remaining in what they use in scooping, it's like you are really taking the water soft, and they scoop it out, it's left in the spoon, and they take it out for you. That is what we know. But when you come down, migration, this one, I want it. Some people want to even add curry to make it 111. And hence the spaghetti being added.
Talia
being added. So that what you want to have as 111 comes in. So it varies. It doesn't mean, in all this, the most important thing for me is the hygiene. The way it is prepared, the one preparing, and the environment in which it's being prepared.
Definitely. That's why I want us to touch on gobe, which has, over the last few years, become a little more popular. But in fact, even the name gobe, what we knew was yokegari, and now gobe has become the name. And then I also want us to touch on the difference between the gobe and red, so the bean stew version of it. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Gobe, the events will say bobo, and other people will say yokegari. The Gans will say the yokegari, and I think it's students who brought the gobe thing, especially the university students who brought the gobe. Gary something and beans and the authentic way of preparing this in some places is just the pure beans put aside. The oil is separated.
This is black-eyed beans.
Yes, okay. The black-eyed bean is the oil is separated. The gari is separated. So when you buy the beans, and if you want oil, then they measure it for you. If you want gari, they measure it for you, and so on and so forth. But along the line, the realization came that if the black-eyed beans is cooked and made into stew, then the service of the oil, one is the palm oil. Some want it with the plain oil or coconut oil or granite oil. So the idea of making the beans into a stew, which is one-time service, right. It's not separated from the oil. It's not separated from this. Then when you come, if you want gari, it's added. If you want any other, if you want eggs added, it is served. But the original thing that I met was the separate thing. Yes.
Separate.
Yes.
So how is the oil done? Is the oil traditionally originally cooked a little?
Yes.
Okay.
These days we are using the word deodorize. You
deodorize.
You deodorize the oil a bit with some onions, and when they come to buy, the onion is something that some want. Oh, give me some onions on the beans. But in separating and making it into one stew, the onion is already in the oil.
Because that's how we prepare our stew.
Yeah, exactly. As we prepare our stew. And then the beans is added, salt, you put in salt. Sometimes, some people even use momoy in the oil to give it that flavor. Okay. So there are ways of preparing it, and it becomes some kind of branding. Somebody's wachi is nicer. It depends on what has been added.
And then, of course, the gobe, the red.
Yes.
Red because it will go with the ripe fried plantain. But it's not kelewele, it's different.
It's not kelewele. It's not kelewele. Because at this point, kelewele at a point is served as a snack. But with red, the plantain is bigger and flatter. And it goes with the beans, which is the bean stew. And in the plate is red. The plantain fried is red.
It's red.
The beans is
red.
So red. So the name red. Yeah.
Actually, I want us to touch very briefly on kaklo and tatali. So let's just talk about that, the difference, and also them as street foods.
Okay. Both, the basic thing is the ripe plantain, and with the kaklo, you have to take in the pounded plantain. You have to spice it and use flour.
Okay.
To mix it with it.
So what kind of flour? Is it the normal wheat flour like we used to bake, or there's a special flour?
There are two things. Okay. You can use the roasted corn flour. Okay. Or the flour that we use. I prefer the roasted corn flour.
Like the one that we use for Tom Brown.
Yes, the one that I prefer that one, because what is coming out is brownish. And the roasted corn flour eats the color of it, unlike the one we use for bread, because it's whitish. And so it takes a longer time in the oil.
And that's also what you don't want.
Yes. Okay. It's waste of fat, because it has to stay longer, and we don't want to overcook our
And it's
food.
a street food too. It has to move fast.
It has to be going. It has to be going. With tatari, it's almost the same recipe, but it's fried flat.
Like a pancake.
Like a pancake, exactly. Like a pancake. This is getting out of season.
Yes, we have to bring it back.
We have to bring it back because and kaklo is more of deep frying, but tatali is shallow frying. Yes.
Okay. Auntie Bella, it's a pleasure to speak to you all the time. I'm just excited to have you here. But we have to wrap up this conversation. I've been speaking to Madam Bella Ahun. She's a CEO of Traffics, and we've been talking about street food. And she's the person who really took the street food culture into the restaurant setting, where now, like she said, you come a little wache on your plate or in your leaf if you like.
Yes.
A little bit of the gari if you want it, the talia, the shito, everything. But you're served like a king or a queen when you come. And also paying attention to the hygiene and whatnot, but also preserving the culture of our street food and bringing it into a space that we can preserve it and prolong its memory. And so we've been talking about our street foods. But this is the Heritage On Air Series 2026 on Channel 1 TV and Citi FM. My name is Apioko. In this week, we're celebrating Ghanaian food, the heritage of our food, because it is our Heritage Month. The series is very proudly sponsored by GTP, and I'll come back and have another chat with Auntie Bella, so stay tuned for that tomorrow.
Ago.